Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the AAA meeting, episode 251. It had to happen eventually. I'm Polly, and joining me on the adjacent couches, as always, are Drunkle and Sinatra. Drunkle.
Oh, shit. Yeah, what?
How you doing?
I'm all right.
How's stuffing things?
I've not been stuffing anything, actually. It's not that time of year yet. Although I did see a friend of mine who went into surgery a couple of weeks ago. Thyroid cancer.
Oof.
Lovely lady, yeah. And she was explaining, well, the last I saw her, she explained the operation. Basically, they slit her fucking throat, like from one end up to the ear of the other end, and then pull her face back and remove everything they need to from there. And so she was going to be left with quite the amazing scar. And I saw it today. It is an amazing scar, especially for October. But she was saying she needs to come up with some cool stories for why she has that scar. She said maybe like, or I could say that I used to be a pirate or something like that. And I said, mate, tell people you had a head transplant. And she went, oh my God, that's amazing. So yeah, I saw her today. All is well. She's just got a bit of a droop on one side of her mouth, and her voice is like a raspy, sexy jazz singer. But beyond all of that, she's doing very well. So that has filled me with happiness, Polly.
Does she actually sound like a sexy jazz singer? Or does she sound like one of those frighten you into not smoking PSA commercials?
No, it is very nice. I was like, maybe you should think about karaoke.
I think you got one of those. Yes.
Yeah.
No, she hasn't. No. Although, I mean, it could have been because the tumors were spreading a lot further than the doctors thought. One of them would like started to wrap itself around her vocal cords and shit like that. Could have been a lot worse. All she's left with is a scar, a bit of a droopy lip, and a very sexy voice. Modern medicine, man. Fucking excellent.
You made her sexy and cancer-free.
Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't.
I said it. I said it.
It did, yeah. Thank you, cancer.
I would just tell people somebody tried to slit my throat but failed.
Yeah, and she ain't a small girl. Like, I'm not saying fat, but she's tall, you know? She's quite a lovely lady, but quite an imposing frame on her.
The surgery scar I have on my face, I tell people I got by fighting through a group of vicious jihadis to save orphans from a burning building. No one has believed me as of yet, but I think it might happen.
Not got you laid yet. Keep doing it, buddy. Yeah, one day.
Chicks dig scars. I've never heard anyone say anything bad about it. They're just like, how'd you get that? Wow. And it's, I want to make it sound heroic.
Cut out the middleman and just go, lies.
Yeah. I sat down under a medical professional while they cut my face up. Like, that doesn't sound heroic.
Doesn't have the same ring to it, does it?
Well, it felt heroic. I wasn't sedated.
Oh. I mean, fair enough then.
Do you know what it's like to sit there and feel someone cutting your face open? I mean, local anesthetic, yes, but it takes every fiber of your being to not, like, it feels like a self-defense situation.
What, their hand away? No.
Jesus.
Quit it.
They're not poking. They're not giving you a nose boop to wake up, Sinatra. They're cutting your face open with a scalpel.
Yeah, you're just, God.
No,
that's...
How are you doing there, Sinatra?
Oh, I'm not too bad. Got a 1.5 million things to do, but I don't have to do them right now, so there's no place else I would rather be than right here.
Are you getting ready to head westward? Are you excited?
Southward, but yeah, southwest.
You jazzed?
I am. I'm very excited. Yep. I have a hell of a show planned for Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got GolfCon Saturday, doing the live show, then going to the bar. It's going to be so good.
I'm excited for you, Sin.
Good.
Cool.
And how's Polly?
I'll get back to you on that. I don't know.
Okay, you ain't got answer now.
All right, good.
At your leisure.
Yeah, leisure.
No.
Oh. Thought it was.
No, it's leisure.
They're not ladies of leisure. They're ladies of leisure.
They are ladies of leisure.
Well, I mean, they are, in fact, but you're not... Anyway, Zombie Teddy, thank you for being here. Eric Gardner, Carol Soldier, Mike Savage, all the people are here. Shariru Gospel. Hey, let's butcher all the names. They're good.
Yeah.
The good German Chowan saying hello to chat. Hello to you as well. Turbo21. Nice to have you here. Pinky Salmon's here, and Pinky's wondering why I don't have the hat on. I'm in my smoking jacket. I'm in my relaxed, chilling out. I'm tying one on state, you know?
He's going to get good and tight.
Joel said, am I excited to smell the meatballs farts all weekend? Maybe. Look, I'm just saying, if you see me just kind of like wandering around and walking toward you nonchalantly, you know one's coming.
Oh, you're going to be like actually targeting people.
Just duel.
Oh,
maybe broski. I don't know yet.
I was I went out. I was I was sat there quietly working away in the pub, just getting some videos for the old spooky donations. And someone I know, she's her reasoning behind this was, I'm a vegetarian, I have to do it. She's there on the table next to me. She just goes, I'm going to fart now, and everyone went, oh fuck. And it was like a Wild West movie when the white hat walks in and everyone just clears the tables like, oh shit, get out, you know. It was like that. They knew what was up, and I didn't know what was coming. And dude, she just fucking let rip. Like the pub went a little bit quiet afterwards as people looking around to see where the giant frog was. That was like a drunkle-sized fart this woman gave. But I'm a vegetarian, I have to. I'm like, no, that was a man's fart, lady. Did you swap asses with your father?
Probably smelled terrible too.
I wouldn't know. I went and sat somewhere else. I'm not smelling lady farts.
No one wants to smell lady farts. I like to live in the blissful ignorance of that women simply do not fart.
Maybe she isn't a lady.
Well, I mean, that's women fart, but ladies do not fart.
Well said. Well said, sir.
Yeah. There is a difference.
Yeah.
It's a big difference.
Maintain the illusion. It's called the feminine mystique. Wandering Lisa's here. Jonathan Cates here. The fake gamer cat and Pinky and Shadow Claw, of course. Let's see who else.
My ex
you're
farted in front of me and tried to hide it. Like she didn't know it was going to be what it was. And I was doing something, and I walk in the other room, like, it smells like a skunk outside. And she just starts giggling, looking down. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, I think there's a skunk. And then I walk away, and I was like, man, it must be close to the house. And she goes, I'm the skunk.
It was me all along. There ain't no skunk, but there sure as shit is a skank.
True.
Ooh,
Didn't
Thomas
work out
Jefferson's
between
in
you, eh?
chat. Nice to have one of the most overrated presidents in American history here. Very nice, very nice. Nothing against you personally, Thomas Jefferson. I'm glad you rose from the grave. Let's see. Oh, hey, Scribe's here. Hey, Scribe. Oh, wait a minute. Why don't you have a wrench? Here, wrench.
Hit him with the tools.
Hey, and Creepy Little Book's here. Pete from Creepy Little Book. If you haven't checked out his channel, you absolutely should. He's been on for a while. He's got a great backlog. I am a fan.
That is a very cool name.
Creepy Little Book?
Yeah.
Oh, he does all the things. He's got a phrase for it because it's his channel, right? So now I'm stuck in the position of trying to describe his content. It's like UFOs, giants in the Bible. One of my favorites was Louisiana mythical creatures. You understand what I'm saying? Like wraiths and goblins, like mythical creatures like that, but they were all specific to the lore.
Goblins are real.
If anyone hits the $5 donation, they'll see a Halloween goblin. I got a new Halloween donation. They're all listed below, and they've got in caps the tag Halloween before them, so you know, because there's only a few peppered in there. I think there's only 5 or 6, so if somebody wanted to hit them.
Excellent.
Yeah, they were all ghosts and goblins and whatnot that were... Sriracha was so weird. They were like Catholic, Louisiana-specific mythological things. Fascinating.
That is very specific.
I had never heard of any of them. And there's this whole background and lore, like specific creatures that haunt the cemeteries in the region and whatnot.
And you would think it being Louisiana, it'd be a lot of hoodoo and stuff like that, but
it was. There was got into help me out here, Baron Samdi.
Yeah, hoodoo, voodoo and bad juju.
And why do you do what you do? Yes, all that stuff. So yeah, check out Creepy Little Book. Pete's an awesome guy. We're seeing. And of course, everybody knows Scribe. Check out his channel. And if you don't know Scribe, what are you doing? And that reminds me of something. It's the strangest thing for me when I go to, I call them spheres of YouTube. Like there's our little sphere here where we know certain people and we've streamed with them and then whatnot. And then you break loose and you go over to something else like, you know, Sinatra with the sex toy channels he enjoys. And, you know, you got Drunkle with his whole BDSM circle, like you know, everyone.
I mean, you did actually just describe Scribe right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he is. That's true. Do you run into him over there?
Now and again, we don't look each other in the eye.
As well should be the case. Yeah. Just at most, it's a little chin jut. Hey.
Yeah. We do the upwards head movement.
Yeah.
We don't nod at each other. We do the upwards nod.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an echo in here.
There is.
You guys repeating each other. The chin jut. Oh yeah, the upward head nod. That's what we do.
I don't know what chin jut is. I think that's just when you go, yeah, punch me right here, then, big man.
I've told you before. You need to do the translations of English into English video series. It would be huge. Like
I guess that's an Americanism, though. The chin jut, is it? Yeah, the upwards nod, which really isn't a nod, is it? If you think about it, reverse nod, maybe.
But that's why we don't call it a nod. We call it an upward. We call it a chin jut.
Yeah.
Nod is down.
Nod is down.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm off in a different sphere of YouTube, entirely wildly different. It's a philosophy theological channel, and there's just another guy in chat commenting, and I'm like, what?
Oh yeah.
Like of all places, I'm like, that can't be the same guy. And no, spelt exactly the same, and you can't, you know, that's weird. And pair to bear, I encounter everywhere I go. Doesn't matter what sphere it is. There's pair to bear. It's weird. I feel mildly stalked. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is me. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Verified. He hangs out over on Dr. Leighton Flowers' Soteriology 101 channel. Why? I don't know. Why am I there? None of your business. So yeah.
Well, you brought it up.
I know. That's the joke. I'm a philosophy theology nerd, so and he does a great job of his stuff over there. And then so let's see. Finish it off. Cannibalistic Wizard, patio furniture. Well, yeah, all the fun people are here. Good. Yay. Oh, yeah. Viper Sword. She's here. Yay. And then go fuck yourself, or I thought I knew how to say it.
I think you had it right the first time.
But it ends in FU. How can that be yourself?
I think it means fuck you. Go
fuck
yourself.
I think it means F you.
Huh.
Go fuck yourself, fuck you.
Yeah, no, you've never said fuck you, go fuck yourself kind of thing. I think it's the same thing, but backwards.
Yeah, it's like the reverse nod of go fuck yourself.
Okay. All right. And there's Peer to Bear right there. See what I'm talking about?
Well, you did say his name 3 times.
Yeah.
The rules dictate.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I get a kick out of it because it's like, oh, good. I'm glad some people actually leave the sphere. And then the longer I'm on YouTube, it's like, no, everybody is. But we all act like we hang out in just one place, but it's not true. So anyway, Drunkle, I got a pub-related article today. So do you got a pub story for us?
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I do.
Awesome.
Do you got a pub
I mean,
story
until I know what it is, like I can't really comment on it any further.
Well, I meant a completely separate one. Did you go to the pub last night? What happened?
Not a lot.
Like trying to squeeze blood from a stone.
I know. This turnip will give me juice. I just need to squeeze harder.
I'm not a turnip. I'm a lime. Yeah, not a lot. One person has been put on what's called pub watch. He's not allowed to drink in any of the pubs in the area, with the exception of the biker bar down the road, because you know they're self-governing. Yet to find out what he did though. This is the guy I've told you about before, Scribbles. I call him Scribbles because he's got a face covered in tattoos. But he has still been showing up to the pub, just like peering in through the window like some kind of fucking pervert, trying to get people to buy him a drink and then bring it outside. And no one is. It's fucking excellent. Although, also, the police did show up as someone who was also barred through a glass at the window because he wasn't allowed in. Yeah. Oh, well done, mate. Come on in, have a drink now. Your ban's been lifted. You threw it so well. And,
Was he the guy who was being gay in the bathroom for cocaine or something?
No, that's Scribbles. That's the first guy I was on about, not the guy through the glass. Yeah. No, I'm on about a separate guy through the glass last night, which is why the police showed up. But there was one of the peoples, a lady working behind the bar, was wearing like a kerchief over her hair, so she looked like an Amish lady, I suppose. Well, the police showed up anyway, and I just went, "Oh, quick, hide, because you're dressed like a gypsy." And I got told off for that for some reason. Apparently, that was racist. I'm going, gypsy isn't a race. What the fuck are you talking about? I got, Millard, don't argue. Oh, okay, so what is it? Was I racist or was I arguing?
So I need another British to English translation. What is the difference between a kerchief and a handkerchief?
A handkerchief, I should imagine, is for, is a snot rag. A kerchief you would wear as a piece of apparel.
I believe that's a distinction without a difference, my friend. No one's saying you can't snot on a hair rag.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you can snot on anything you want. We're Americans.
It's all right, God damn it.
People died over that. Right, you fuck.
I don't know. Like, handkerchief just suggests to me that it's used for some kind of like nasal ablution.
A hanky.
Nasal ablution.
Yeah. Blowing your nose.
No, I get it. I'm just impressed. I'm just impressed. That was good.
Really?
Yeah, well.
Were you impressed by ablution or nasal?
Ablution. Well, okay, first of all, the word ablution, but then the combination with nasal in that way. I mean,
yeah.
I'd be willing to wager that in 3 iterations of the AAA, no one has ever uttered the word ablution before.
I feel, it is in my common lexicon.
Common. You feel the need to commonly reference the word ablution.
Not reference it, use it.
Use it.
Like tomorrow at the pub, for instance, I'm going to use it again tomorrow because I'll be like, hey, I used the word ablution yesterday. So that's twice in 2 days I've used it.
So you're the kind of guy that's in the bathroom when a dude walks out the fucking stall and he just heads to the exit, you just yell after him, hey, ablute yourself. Like that, you're that guy?
Yeah. Ablute yourself. Fuck you.
Go right then.
Fucking a handkerchief. A snot rag. All right, if you want to be like less verbose about it. But she was wearing it, using it as like a hair tie, and it made her look like she was gonna tell me, when I was gonna die.
Big Dro is a good point. 193 watching, but only 73 likes. What is the problem? What is
right?
Disappointing. Ugh.
Darth Cornish, 12 hours ago, through $3. I got a feeling this is the same person every time, Polly. Saying, where do you think you're going, you Dumbo?
There it is.
Always use the green cross code, because I won't be there when you cross the road. Now, that is a reference to Darth Vader, who also did the voiceover for a road safety advert many decades ago. Darth Cornish. Thank you very much. I got it.
Yeah.
He was Darth Vader and also the Green Cross Code Man.
I got it.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought maybe I should have put the word ablution in there.
Yeah, he was Simba's dad. He did a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Wait, no. This is the guy. He was the physical Darth Vader, not the voice.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, the physical Darth Vader was an English guy, but the voice was who was it? Is it James Earl Jones?
James Earl Jones.
It was James Earl Jones, yeah. Which is fair enough because you can't really have a Southwest English accent as one of the scariest villains of that particular decade, No.
Really?
No.
Yes.
The spooky lady scares you, but the woo goblin flying at your face doesn't scare you.
I'm not really happy about either. The woo goblin is it's a refried woo goblin, and therefore harmless. Whereas that woman, she's actively trying to get me.
The Woo Goblin is flying at you. She's coming for you. Yeah, okay, the other lady made a grab, but she's like ethereal.
Yeah.
The Woo Goblin's real. She ran for Congress.
Not my Congress. Hashtag not my Congress.
Well, yeah.
Whereas with the other girl, you don't know what country she's in, mate.
I was really happy with that. The haunting music, the extra explosion, the different scream, and it's a Woo Goblin. Blah! It's a haunted refried cat girl, but you know she's taken over the cat girl's job. You see.
For now. She'll be back, I hope.
No. We'll see. I don't know. You tell him,
It's
Steve
a
Dave.
woo goblin.
You tell him, Steve Dave, thank you for the $1.99. What had to happen eventually, Polly? Because I'm still waiting for that fucking ratio to make sense. Yeah, that has to happen eventually, too. Smash the like button. It's free. Do it! Do it now, you pompous pot-bellied pedo fucker. Whoa.
Hey, hoo.
But we don't know that.
Mm.
We don't know
We're
that.
investigating.
Yeah, we're assuming not.
Huh?
You're assuming not.
Innocent until proven perverted.
Yes. Ghost Dog
Guilty as
$9.99. Thank you for the $5 and the refried Woo Goblin. Polly, are you trying to find the meaning of life? I gave up on it some time ago. But the answer is booze, friends, and someone to fuck, get along with. Someone to fuck and get along with, I'm assuming. That's the meaning of life.
That's pretty much all I want.
I got the booze on lockdown. The people that stab you in your back when you're not looking. So friends, I got those. And
We're here.
Yeah. Someone to fuck and get along with. Oh. One, yes, two, no. So I'm almost there. Working on it.
You really need to ablute your life, you know?
Yeah.
Ablute up your act.
Here's the big one from 20 hours ago. I love when people do 20 hours ago. Ready?
Mm. What were you doing at that point?
They don't believe you.
What?
就算这里是他又怎么样啊？一个人有这么多土地，大家分享。
What's he saying?
Says that it's wrong for one man to own all this.
Yeah, he would.
He says you should share it with all the people.
Yeah. This is America. We don't share land here.
Yes! Costner. Fuck yeah.
You're trespassing.
Thank you much.
They don't
Thank
believe you.
very much, Akira, for the $40. Very generous. Brings up one of my favorite donations. Costner's awesome. Whenever any Chinese communists show up on your property and they're telling you what you should be doing with your property and they're putting their own lives in danger, yeah, you can rush them off with a lever action gun. It's fine.
Wish I had property so I could do that.
Yeah. Or gun rights.
Yeah, all rights.
Yeah, or rights in general, yeah.
Yeah.
Akira, so yeah, thank you for the $40. Here's some cash for the laptop. Glad you joined the AAA. This is the best iteration so far. Love you, Polly. Well, I appreciate that, particularly right now. Thank you very much. That's
Isn't that nice?
Yeah. What the hell? You're
obviously want
interfering with my misanthropy here, Akira. Jesus.
And he's been trying so hard.
Well, it's tough to despise all of mankind with myself at the lead when people do things like that. Like Jeff Bridges said in Tron Legacy, "You screwing with my Zen thing, man." Have you seen Tron
Your
Legacy?
Opinion. I have not. No.
Really?
Yeah.
Sinatra view?
I don't think so. I might have, but I can't remember. I think that tells you all you need, honestly.
Wow. Okay, Sin,
Is that the one with the motorcycles and the lights and all that?
Yeah, one of two. But the first one was
Yeah.
really cheesy in the early 80s. The second one is like
Hey,
awesome and
hey.
epic. What?
You watch it, a mouth.
Are you a fan of the first Tron?
Yeah.
You and the 3 other people should form a club.
There are literally dozens of us.
I stand corrected. All the more reason to form a club. I mean, I thought it was charming in a campy way, but it doesn't have the epic awesomeness of CGI. Jeff Bridges, both old and not Creepy Valley. What's it called?
Uncanny.
Thank you. Uncanny Valley. Yeah, 2 Jeff Bridges.
Thank you.
Yeah. And it's got the Daft Punk soundtrack, which rocks hard as fuck. Sin, you're a tech junkie.
Daft Punk's excellent. Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah, I think of you as one anyway. I feel like a Luddite compared to you.
I've been called worse.
What's the biggest TV you got? You picture me as someone with a big TV.
What does that mean?
55-inch?
I don't know. I picture him as one of the guys that had like one of the 3D TVs and then said, "Nah, this thing doesn't work," and then just threw it away and bought a better one. Or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just see.
Come
this.
over, watch the game.
I just figured this
No,
out.
I'm not a game guy. I have a 55-inch, and I don't really watch TV. The kids use it more than anything.
Is it a 4K?
I think so.
You're failing in my expectations of you as a tech guy. What's going on?
I'm pretty sure it's a 4K. I got it a couple of years ago, so it must be.
Anyway, if you have a nice TV, that is the one of the best films you can
Getting
watch.
caught in the rain.
And really appreciate is Tron Legacy. I watched it on my friend's 70-inch, and he's got the 7.2 surround sound because he's like an addict of such things. He doesn't play video games. He doesn't have a fancy car. He dumps all $825 a month on internet service, the boosted upload and download rates, all of the subscriptions to Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, the list goes on, right? He's got all the $825 a month this guy fucking spends on this shit because that's his thing, right? Great TV.
He's a TV guy.
Well, like movies, the entertainment center. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so it's got to be like
Yeah.
the best TV, best sound, and yeah,
Oh yeah. The speakers. He's a audiophile.
He brought in the guy for the acoustics of the room to set the speakers in just such a place that you get proper Dolby surround immersion and whatnot. He's got it's 7.2, so both of the subwoofers are under the couch, so you feel it in your back and spine. Yeah, it's something. And yeah, we watched Tron Legacy. And it was next level.
He's a TV guy.
Yeah. And so asking him, when was the last time you went to the theater? He said, when I went downstairs.
Yeah,
yeah.
every day, motherfucker.
Yeah, so anyway, watching Tron Legacy on his shit was a next level experience. That thing was out in IMAX back in the day, and I never got to see it. God damn it, Disney, re-release that shit. I want to see it in IMAX.
Like, let's see, you're comparing something that was made recently with, cutting edge aesthetic technology compared to something that was made in what, fucking late 70s? That's not fair. You can't do that. It's like
I want to know how people can take stuff from the late 70s, like, oh, we upgraded this to 4K. What, did you find more pixels in that old photo reel?
Yeah, I thought that was literally what they did, that a proper quality, modern, well-done film transfer can transfer at 4K. I thought that was the case.
digitally remastered.
I don't know how much it counts if it's not shot in 4K.
I hear you.
Because it's just more computer animated than before.
And you don't want interpolation. Have you seen that Rick Astley Never Gonna Give You Up 4K?
Oh, yeah, that looks so janky.
Not just janky, like squeeze your soul creepy. There's something wrong on a very deep existential level with it. Like, this is not reality I'm looking at, but yet it is. You know?
Now that is Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, absolutely. His bad white boy dancing is like amplified, which is not good. I'd like to have 7.2 surround sound one day. I'm not so much into the 4K monitor, but the surround sound, yeah, that appeals to me. Because I remember the one time we were watching an action sequence in a series, and the people that are approaching, the detectives that are approaching to do this raid, get fired at they get ambushed from behind and to the right. Yes, all jokes aside, on a stack of Bibles, we both dived off and to the left because gunfire erupted from behind us to the right. It was great. Talk about immersion.
That's pretty good.
Surround sound has got that, like hearing the direction, like, a helicopter is coming from and everything. That's it. It's quite an experience. Although, you know, where I live, in my old flat, for instance, which is a little more on the high street than where I live now, my friend had surround sound in his bedroom, speakers behind the sofa and everything. And we actually got very confused as to when a police car was going past in the film and a police car was going past outside. And we were smoking a shit ton of weed. That has an effect on the mind, Polly. Every time you hear a siren, you've got to pause it. Oh, shit. We paused it and the siren's still going. Fucking shut the window. Shut the window. What else?
Yeah, what else? Hold on. Let's just about this.
I have a 5.1 system that my buddy got rid of when he upgraded to like it's a 7.2. I'm pretty sure Klipsch audio. So I have a 5.1 Andrew Jones. What is it? Pioneer. That's pretty good.
Mine's 5.1 Logitech. I'm pretty happy with it, but it's not placed. Like, you know when you got the
you have the desk setup?
Yeah, and that's all it is. The speakers are just arranged sort of like willy-nilly here and there. Have you ever seen the guys that have like the 7.2, so the back speakers are on standing posts, so they're above, you know,
that's what I have for my 5.1. It's
Nice.
It's house audio though. It's like bookshelf speakers and tower speakers and shit like that.
But it's never lupus.
But I did have that Logitech 5.1 system, and that thing was really good for as cheap as it was. That thing was amazing.
Amen. It is way better than it has any business being at that price. And
exactly.
Bassy? And like I had to turn the bass down on it. It's like that woofer is nuts.
People sleep on Logitech speaker or Logitech products in general. People think they're dog shit because it's not like Razer and Super Gamer, but they are easily my favorite products.
Well, my beloved Logitech 740 keyboard that they no longer make, I brought it back from the dead after rewiring it.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did. It third wave effort to get it going. Because I had to crack the back of it open and then figure out what was going on. And then I tried one USB cable and spliced it together. I was told there were 4 wires inside of a USB cable. They lied. There's 5 plus some shielding wiring going around it. And if you're connecting one to another. So I fucked it up. I'm sure you've done some soldering in your time, gentlemen.
Once or twice.
Yeah.
Why have I got clown hair?
It's one of your wigs.
I didn't say I was cold.
But you always do say you're cold. Now you're not cold.
I mean, we know you are.
I can give you the Marie Antoinette wig if you'd prefer.
I would.
Would you? Okay, hold on. Let me find it.
Yeah. It seems more soldery, you know? You look at me wearing that wig, I don't look like someone who's ever soldered anything. I put on the Marie Antoinette wig.
Soldered?
Yeah, that man solders.
The
soldier?
The L you're not supposed to pronounce.
But it is there. How many silent L's do you know of?
Yet you don't believe us when we say it's Home Depot.
Right?
Because it's not. It's depot.
It's most certainly not depot.
It's depot, as in deportment.
It is assuredly not Home Depot.
And what happened, and you guys will be able to appreciate this, all the wigs got resized, so I'm having to reposition them because I updated. There has been an update for 3 weeks for OBS. Have either of you gentlemen put it in yet?
Nah, skipped it.
Yeah.
After what happened last time, I'm a little leery.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
I had left it all alone. There you go. You're Marie Antoinetted.
Thank you.
No problem.
That's a man who can solder.
Yeah. So, I did a half-ass job, just with some vinyl electrical tape. I did a reasonable solder job, but not the best one I could have done. And yeah, I plugged in the USB, and the keyboard lit up because it does have backlighting because the 740 is awesome. But the USB wire got disturbingly warm and then hot, and I realized I had cross-wired something.
Ah.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I unplugged it, cut everything loose, got a better USB cable, clipped off the end of it because I've got a drawer of a graveyard of electronic things. Do you have one of those?
Oh my God. One?
Jesus Christ.
One? So
I have two at the studio and one at the house.
I went in there and I found something that plugged into My old TomTom GPS thing for my car. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Tom. That's going back some.
Right?
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I don't even know where the thing is, but I have the cable for it. I don't know where the screen unit is. But anyway, I clipped that motherfucker off and soldered it on. And this time, I went by the hardware store and bought that shrink tubing. You know, when you're doing a job not half-ass, or when you're doing wiring. No?
Yeah, and it's it shrinks when it heats up. Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
And it's got
I only
it,
do
it,
half-assed.
I swear to God, you have a sixth sense for when I'm like looking down or looking away. You're like, hey, right? Fuck, what? I looked away for 1 second.
So now, yeah, and it's got the adhesive inside, so it seals it, so it's weatherproof. Not that I'm going to be using the keyboard in the rain, but I could because it's a membrane keyboard. But never mind. Moving on.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah. I soldered it together properly, put it all together, used the fucking heat shrink tubing, so I did a proper job, and yes, the fucker works now. It has been brought back to life. But I'm mildly annoyed by this. And let me tell you why. How is it that I have to go buy proper equipment to do a job properly? Why can't I Afro-engineer these things?
Because you want to do a proper job.
Why do I got to go through the trouble?
Afro engineer. I'm sticking that one in the back pocket. That's good.
Yeah, that's the nice way of saying nerd-rig.
Yeah, jerry rigging.
Yeah.
Afro engineer. I get away with Afro engineering a lot of shit, but it doesn't
Yeah.
always turn out well.
But that's just what I mean. It just bugs me that I had to actually go out and spend $4 on a tiny little package of fucking shrink tubing.
Well, that's worth having.
Just use some fucking cling film like the rest of us, man. Come on. Sorry, saran wrap.
It's fine. So I am happy to have my keyboard back, and I've got a free mechanical keyboard from Logitech that they sent that I can't use.
What you really do want, though, is a Corsair K55 RGB keyboard.
I did look at it. It's a nice keyboard.
Oh, it's lovely.
The keystrokes are a little long for me. The keycaps are a little small for me. Oh, so I went looking for larger size keycaps. Okay, everything is gamer. And this is not an insult to gamers. It's a, wow, the world is your oyster if you're a gamer. Because all the keycaps, I just wanted ones with a larger surface as opposed to being so truncated. And there was keycaps that highlight the WASD keys only, and then everything else is like darkened out, so you don't focus on it except for the arrow keys and the WASD keys. And it's like, okay, where are some other ones? And there's ones that are, oh Jesus, Breath of the Wild themed, fucking Soul Blade games themed. The list goes on, and it's like no different shaped ones. They're all just there was an entire set of Aego face ones.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
No letters or numbers on any of them, Drunkle. Just drooling, sweaty, cross-eyed anime girl faces.
So do it by touch.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm not, I'm new to the using the WASD when it comes to gaming, but of course I can't be constantly looking down at the keyboard to make sure I'm pressing the right button. Very often I'm trying to go forward, I'm not, because I'm pressing E instead of W. So what I would like really is something which is like a little bit like elevated for the W, so you can tell by feel that that's what you're pressing.
Yeah, well, yeah. You want a little texture on your WSAD keys. I get you.
Yeah.
Do you remember like learning to type in school?
Yes.
No.
And it's like you put your fingers on like pinky fingers on F and J, and then you should be able to do everything from there.
Yeah, your ASDF
Put
on
your
one
pinky
side.
fingers on there.
Yeah.
Your fucking index fingers go on F and J.
Sinatra, I
That's what
have
I just
two
said.
great regrets from school years past. That I never learned to type without looking at the keyboard. They tried to teach me, and I was an ignorant little bastard and just did the exercises but didn't stick with it. And I didn't go into band class. Not that I wanted to hang out with the band losers. I just, have to start playing an instrument from scratch, which I want to do.
Yeah. I still hunt and peck sometimes.
Oh, yeah. I'm a hunt and pecker, man, and I've gotten good at it fast. I can look up on occasion because I know what the next 3 keys I'm going to tap are. But, when you watch people... Well, there it is.
No.
Does anyone recognize that scream?
Scarface?
Not everything is Scarface, just a lot of things.
Yeah. Just playing the odds.
AAA Librarian, thank you for the $1. Keyboard, noun. A keyboard that is popularly used with the otter population. It is made with clee leaves. Quote, Polly had to import this keyboard from Germany. That's where the real clee grows.
Careful now.
It sucks. Okay, so Ham and Bean says he's really triggered by this conversation. Well, let me tell you something, man. Like, in terms of, like, making wires and whatnot. Yeah, I fucked around the first few times, and I said, okay, no, I got to go full pro. I got to cut back enough of the insulation cable, and I got to pull everything back. And, brother, I went deep with it. I broke out my old school Boy Scout knotting techniques. So instead of just, like, putting the two wires together and giving them a twisty twist, I wired them so they were twisted around each other in a straight line. I forget what that particular knot is called. So they laid flat because this is an ultra thin keyboard and you need to maximize space.
Sheep shank.
Yeah. I broke out not my pen soldering gun. I broke out my fancy one with the light on it. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You really went to town.
Yeah, I did. And put all the heat shrink on it and everything. So I went full pro as I possibly could, as I remembered from my electronics training in high school. And so you'd be proud of the final effort. And what was the result? Motherfucker worked. And you know what I had to do? Because the cable was twice as thick, I had to cut a new channel inside the keyboard with a hobby knife.
I like that you ended up like making all of this extra effort. Like, I'm getting the soldering arm with the light and everything. I'm tying this shit up properly like a fucking sailor engineer. All because you had to spend $4.
What do you mean? Oh, on the tubing.
$4 on getting the shrinky tubes.
Well, no, it was more of a matter of I'm going full R-tard on this, and that required the expenditure of the $4. The other things I just had to like sit down and spend the time. You know when you have like your wire strippers, Ham Beans know what I'm talking about. If he's made a bunch of wires, and the wires you're cutting or stripping rather are smaller than the smallest cutting loop, so you have to come at like an angle on the side, and you end up stripping out some of the tiny copper braiding on the inside. So you have to break out
15% of the copper.
Yeah, and that ruins everything, right? So you have to very carefully cut around it with a hobby knife, and then use your fingernails and pull it off to maintain the integrity of the wiring. I got my keyboard back, and that's the point, and I've been loving it. I've been typing so fast. You know why? It's got extra large keycaps. They're soft touch. The Logitech trademarked thing. No switches. Up top, Drunkle.
Yeah. Ah, my face. Forgot I don't have hands.
All right, so there it is. Now, I was going to ask Snatch something, but I don't remember what it was because I started talking about crazy keyboard shit.
I don't know.
Something about Texas?
No.
Surround sound?
No, I do remember what it was.
Televisions?
So I found out yesterday that there's a 4090 video card.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen pictures of it.
Okay.
You've seen the size of these fuckers, man.
Yeah, right. And, like, I'm curious from guys that are, like, you know, performance aficionados. What do you think?
I'm not in any rush.
This man isn't black!
Alan for 10.
What?
Came in late. What is with the wig? Love you anyway.
Oh, you mean love me more? Oh, no. No.
Am I the only one who thinks Power's Booth is creepier in the $10 one than that? I mean, I love that one. Don't get me wrong. Thank you, Sam, for sending that GIF.
No.
I never did answer. It's one of the things, and you guys are going to have to help me out with it, probably chat. It's one of the Wraith characters from Lord of the Rings. One of the ring wraiths.
Nazgul.
Thank you. That is it. Yes. Yeah. I'm like, what's this scary demonic sound? And Sam sent me a video, and it was the ring wraiths, and I was like, oh, hey, that's cool. And after running through a few filters and shortening it up and changing its pitch, that's the sound you hear of the woman.
Oh, okay. Seems less scary now.
Jesus. Okay. Oh, Apex Algorithm Guy. It's all just run together. Apex Algorithm Guy, thank you for the $1. May I suggest a donation made from the Dead Space games? Dead Space.
It's a
I
game.
never played
Well, no, I mean I have. It was. I mean, it's just jump scare the game. I got very annoyed with it very quickly.
Oh, shit. Sidekick was right on it. Yeah, that's the Nazgul scream. It's...
Straight Sith Mail says yes. The NASCAR, the 4090 graphics cards. They're so big. It looks as though they completely forgot that people want to use them for gaming, and not just open crypto mining rigs.
I saw like one guy compared it to the size of his Xbox One.
Yeah,
and it was the same size.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah, I'm not in any rush to get it. I'm pretty happy with my 3090. Like I can't imagine that it's going to be that much better to pay $3,000 for it. Nah.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I think when they started not designing, but getting in on making these things, that's when crypto mining was a huge thing. But that isn't the case anymore since, what was it called? The merge. Fucking mining rigs just are completely obsolete. So now they brought out the 4090. It's fucking huge because size wasn't an issue, but now it is an issue again. They kind of shot themselves in the foot there. Although, I would love a 3090, mate.
I don't think that crypto is ever going to get up to what it was.
No.
Donkey Punch Bandit, $1. Yes, Drunkle. Yes.
No, Donkey Punch. No.
Oh, it is Paunch.
Yeah, Johnny Depp.
You don't know what it's like to be Punch.
I've been saying Donkey Punch this whole time.
Yeah, it was originally.
Okay, all right. I feel
each
better.
other, right?
I feel better. Okay.
Yeah.
I hate butchering people's names, you guys. It's the internet, and people pick names that aren't easily read by me. So,
or Sinatra.
yeah. I'm not gonna. It's a big club of illiterates.
Yeah, and we're very happy to have you.
I'm the president. Sinatra's the treasurer. It's fine. An organization we're starting.
And I use words like ablution and elucidate.
But do you use words like edify?
No, that's someone who's into kids, isn't it?
It's an edophile.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. See, the reason that I'm asking about video cards, and that can't really be considered a video card. It's a video box. Let's just be honest.
It's a computer without a CPU.
Right? They just kept adding more and more blades to the Mach 3, and then it was the 4, and then it was the 5, and then you're scraping your face with I don't know.
17 blades.
Yeah, and it's stacked about 6 inches high of blades, and it's like, but my face isn't this long.
And you still get razor burn from the motherfucker.
Yeah. One swipe and it'll take your whole beard off and multiple layers of skin. Yeah, it's an exfoliant as well as a shave.
Shave your chest and your chin at the same time.
Oh, Christ. This has turned into one long, bad night.
But I like you just the way you are.
It's a new genre I'm creating. It's called noir suspense.
I'm
getting a phone call. I'll be right back.
All right. Cult of Krill, thank you for the $10. Appreciate it. 19 days until Krilloween. Indeed.
It was when the 3090 first came out, because the fucking mining rigs, China bought all of them and fucking corporate. They went on sale for all of 3 seconds before they were sold out. So when people actually managed to get hold of one, they would be taking photos and posting it on Reddit, and it'd always be, oh, look what I managed to find today. And it would always be in the passenger seat on the car next to them with the seatbelt on as well, right? And I saw one today of someone going, oh, I managed to get my hands on a 4090. And it was just, obviously they'd photoshopped it, but it was on his entire back seat of his car with the seatbelt going across it.
That was the picture that I saw. The thing was seat belted in
Oh,
for protection.
yeah.
That I
From left
laughed,
to right.
laughed. I was like, that is great. And our friend online, Zelthor, has had problems with Gigabyte, the company, right? And the person, Sam, showing it to him, says, "And do you see the brand name? Do you see the brand name?" And
No.
I'm fine with it. Big Gamer Cat donated the $1. Yes, Drunkle. Yes.
No, fake gamer cat. No. And also, lose is spelled O-L-O-S-E, not L-O-O-S-E. Fake gamer cat.
Oh, the sex bots are here. Woo!
Yay!
Sex
Let's
bots for all.
run that blade.
The reason why I was interested in it is that I've been looking at the, as I get just inching. I'm so close now to getting the new laptop that I'm looking at one that's a video card because I want it to be a mobile workstation. I'm not looking to go full RTARD with it. Not at all. But I'm learning the difference between a 3050, a 3050 Ti, a 3060, and a 3060 Ti. And it's wild, man. Like, I've fallen down a rabbit hole of stuff I'm not familiar with. And then somebody says, "Hey, you've been reading about the video cards and whatnot and asking questions. Look at this, a 4090." And I'm like, "Oh, fuck. That's not fitting in a laptop. Look at that thing."
Yeah, you're going to need a fucking whole new bedroom for that.
Yeah.
So,
here we are. I was just about to
got
say,
any news
let's.
for us then?
Yeah, I was just about to say, let's start the news. We'll wait for Sinatra to get back. In the meantime, we can hang out. So how's your life, Drunkle? How's things?
nothing changes but the tides, Polly.
Now, you roll your own cigarettes, am I right?
No.
She doesn't want you to, though.
No.
No.
I mean, yes, I do, but no.
Dion Shonen, thank you for the $1. Sleep with this sound tonight, Drunkle. Ring wraiths.
I'm all right with ring wraiths because they're wearing like a cool cloak, and I love a cloak. Whereas that bitch is just unkempt.
She is. Her hair is quite explosive.
Yeah?
I would suggest some,
Yeah. A lot less
ectoplasm conditioner, something,
A shower.
Well, the water
A
would
nice
pass
new
through.
dress.
It's the one she died in. What do you want to do?
She didn't die in a shower. She died in a bathtub.
No, she died in the dress. That's what she's
All right,
stuck
well then,
with for all eternity.
Okay, so I'll get another dress. I'll stab it, and then she can wear the ghost of that dress.
Can ghosts smug each other?
Here's the thing. Why is it? Because ghosts being clothes suggests that clothes have a spirit themselves. Why are ghosts never naked?
I don't think Marley showing up to talk to Scrooge would have been, as impactful if he was, ass naked.
Marley?
Yeah.
No. You see? Wash your hands, woman.
Akira, thank you for the $1. Maybe.
No, definitely not. Why are you calling him Marley? Isn't it? He's not the fucking dog. He's Jacob Marley.
I also called him Scrooge, and he's not the dog. Okay, Ebenezer J. Scrooge, or whatever the fuck.
Jay.
I don't know.
Well, what could
He
Jay
was a
stand for?
penny
I mean,
pincher, am I right? That's about all we can get away with on YouTube these days. It's sad.
That's all I'm willing to say. God damn it.
Fake Gamer Cat, thank you for the $1. Fight me, Drunkle. I hope this keeps you up at night and becomes your 3 a.m. sleep paralysis demon.
I'm not going to be asleep at 3 a.m. I'm going to be streaming on twitch.tv/drunkleplays.
Sorry about that. Airport calling to confirm, and I went pee.
All right, then.
I do love the updates.
Okay, and you know what I found out? The difference between a 3050 Ti and a 3060 is significant in terms of price.
Yeah, the price is the difference, yeah.
Yeah, and going from 4 gigabytes of dedicated memory on a memory card to 8 gigabytes is significant. I found that out.
That's a lot.
Memory, in terms of RAM, is relatively inexpensive, as is going from 500 to a terabyte of storage is relatively inexpensive. But those CPUs and video cards, man, that's so... I'm a noob to this, okay? I'm just saying. And yeah, that's where the money goes. Wow. But I'm getting closer thanks to all you generous people in chat. So, yeah. I'm going to have a celebration day when I've hit that goal. Should I do like a reveal of my laptop? Like make fun of the one I picked?
God damn it!
Kenneth for the $1. That may be my ex. You know what? I had a similar thought. I was thinking of sending it off to ex-girlfriend who texts me or calls me occasionally. I'm just going to send that back with no context. And then when she said, what are you trying to say? Happy Halloween. What's the problem? Let's do some news.
Yeah.
Yeah, people have been asking.
I don't know if it counts for anything, but I got my Halloween donuts turned on too. If you want to scare the shit out of Drunkle.
What? No, don't mean this about me.
It is about you.
No, I've got to go now.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Fake Gamer Cat says try Walmart. I'm doing Costco. Point for point, across the board. They got the best deals because they buy laptops by the skid.
Yeah, Costco for something like that will generally be cheaper.
Their options are constrained, which is the way it is. You know what I mean? Like
well, that's the thing. How places like Best Buy and Walmart and all them get away with price matching because they don't have the same model. Like if you're looking at a Lenovo Q34, whatever, it'll be a Lenovo Q33 at Walmart, Q32 at Best Buy. You're like, well, it's not the same model. We can't price match it.
That's why they're willing to do price matching, because the models are so wide and varied. They can get away with saying no all the time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. It'll be a Best Buy exclusive for the one model, Costco exclusive for the other model. It's just kind of how they get away with it.
And the other thing is like, oh, well, there's this one on Amazon, and I don't want to deal with Amazon returns. I've done it before, and it can become extremely shitty, especially if it wasn't fulfilled by Amazon. You know what I mean? And the best deals are not fulfilled by Amazon. So I want to buy local, and by local, I don't mean small computer shop. I mean local Costco. 90-day return policy, no questions asked. If that thing fucks up, I'm not going to return it to them. I'm going to return it to them with spite.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. They're not going to argue with you. They're getting paid like $7 an hour. Like, yeah,
right?
Okay, whatever. I'll just throw it on the floor back here.
Yeah,
It's
their
fine.
job
Go
is
get
filling
another
out the little paper sheet. That's it. You know what I mean? Like that's the end of it. Zuble. Sorry. I don't. Zuble. Thank you for the $1.
Zobles.
Zobles. I like that better. Zolly Bobs. Thank you for the $1. Drunkle, you're not getting away from her.
I'm not
There you
here.
go.
I've gone.
He's speaking clairvoyantly. All right, Schnooze. Close this wigs thing. And it should be already up for you, gentlemen. And here we go. Don't worry. We're fine. Mom is fine. Mother recalls metal beam puncturing windshield.
Oof.
You want to see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at that shit.
Oh.
I would
Final
most certainly not
destination.
be fine.
Yeah. Okay. Look at the angle that it's coming in at. Like it just missed her. Like
Look at the shape. It's like she was playing Tetris on hardcore mode.
Tetris on hardcore, where mortal danger is your look at this. Look.
Right?
And then inside, son of a
Oh.
bitch. Like it.
Christ.
That's a decapitator, and it missed you by like 6
Yeah.
inches.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. I don't even have words. Now, I thought windows were supposed to deflect flying objects on the highway.
Yeah. I guess in this case, Windows has crashed.
Okay.
Really?
I was okay with it. Maybe I've been doing too much computer reading shit lately, but that was good. So yeah, this is not good. A mother narrowly avoided death. After a metal beam punctured through her windshield in
see that.
of the car with her child in the back seat while she was driving on a bridge in Vancouver Friday. Susan, driving eastbound on the Ironworkers Memorial Bridge. Oh, the irony.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she gonna remember that fucking bridge from now on.
Did you see what I did there?
The Ironworkers? Yeah.
No,
The
the irony. I mispronounced it to get that. You see?
Irony. Looks like the Ironworkers.
That worked on 3 levels, Drunkle.
All right, so you get 3 has. I'm going to spread them out throughout the stream.
All right.
Here's your first one. Ha!
And her 4-year-old son was in the back seat.
Ha!
But don't waste them.
I didn't say when they were happening.
Sadly, then Vancouver
Don't
police
waste
say
them.
say the beam fell off a truck, headed in the opposite direction, bounced off the bridge, sailed over the median, and went through her windshield.
That was
Good
meant
Lord.
to kill her.
Yeah, there's going to be like a news article in the next week of her dying in a completely unrelated accident. It's like your number was up. Yeah, you managed to survive it, but death always gets his guy.
I don't know. I'm not thinking luck and someone said buy a lottery ticket. I hear you. I get the idea. You're extremely lucky. I don't know why people say buy a lottery ticket at these points because I don't think you're lucky. I just think you used up the luck for the rest of your life in this one incident.
I agree, yeah.
You're going to trip and fall over everything you come across for the next 3 years. You know what I mean? It's
like that episode of X-Files of the guy who was super lucky. He got thrown off the roof after playing poker with the mob bosses. You remember?
Yeah, and he fell all the way down the building side and then went through the opening grate in the sidewalk and landed on what that broke his fall? It was
like hospital gowns or something.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, the Rube Goldberg
I hope
machine
this helps,
great.
Uncle. Thank you, Alan.
Thank you, Alan. No, when he
Just read
steps in,
chat,
because there's just a little drawing of him that he steps into. But you look at the drawing, and it's got way more weight on him than, he's got like a bigger belly than he actually does. You'd be like, motherfucker, fix the drawing. I've been going to the gym. I've lost some weight.
I just sense a civil suit coming because, all respect to truckers because they're hardworking people. And I don't think truckers are the ones that actually load their cargo, are they?
Somebody else loads it 9 times out of 10.
Yeah. So, sue the cargo depot.
It's,
God.
Yeah, I don't know who she's suing, but she is suing somebody.
Well, for fuck's sake, it's not like, that's a dramatic set of photos to enter into evidence in a civil trial, am I right? My baby was in the backseat.
Help.
Moving along.
Help.
It was, okay. I can't run through this whole story, so I'm not gonna. Okay, I read the whole story. It is long. It is detailed. It involves like 7 different people, and you lose track of their names. I had to keep going back. Here's a short story. Okay, I'm going to summarize.
Okay.
It was scary. Athletes' parents calling for firing of Baraboo, athletic director, criminal charges, 4 others in vigilante incident. Now, what happened, you might ask? Okay, the athletic director for this high school, all right, he found out that these motherfuckers on his football team, and they play football, they play, what's that gay game with the basket at the end of the rod and you throw the little ball? Archer played it.
Oh, lacrosse.
Lacrosse. They played that. They played a number of sports, but this guy was the athletic director over all of it, and he's a hard ass, and they didn't like him, and Halloween's coming up, so they're going to his house to TP it. Fair enough?
Okay, following you so far.
Okay. So he got word that this was going on. And here's what happened. Several Baraboo High School athletes and their families are calling for blah, blah, blah. Okay. They're calling for the firing of the athletic director, Jim Langkamp, for him and 2 other men to be charged criminally after the men attempted an illegal citizen's arrest and threatened the boys with a flamethrower in an act of vigilante justice against the teen TPers Wednesday night. They showed up at his house. He was on the lawn in military regalia, camoed out with a fucking flamethrower and a flashlight, and he was across the sky in an arc and yelled at them, "Get the fuck away from my house, you cocksuckers," and blah, blah, blah.
I mean, at that point, you get the fuck away from his house, don't you?
Well, they attempted to, driving down the street. He chased them with the flamethrower down the street and then yelled at them but they were driving down to the end of a dead end. So they came to a stop. He starts screaming at them, "Get the fuck out of the car. Get on down on the ground. Blah!" You know, "I'll turn you into Anakin, you fucker." Like, you know, it was, you know, the whole thing. And so one of the charges that he has is criminal detainment, because unless you had, I guess in the state of Wisconsin, I was reading, unless you have directly with your own eyeballs witnessed that individual performing a felony, you cannot engage in a citizen's arrest. And since they hadn't done anything yet, all you did was kidnap them by forcing them to stay under threat of violence.
Okay, yeah, I get that, but I was a dickhead teenager. I know that's going to be hard to imagine. But anytime we went out TPing or egging or rocking somebody's house, we kind of always knew that the threat was there that we would get fucked up for doing it.
Yeah.
And if we ever got caught doing it, and if someone shot a flamethrower at us, I know for a fact my mom and my best friend's dads would be like, "Well, you shouldn't have been doing that."
Yeah. I mean, you've teed your last pee at that point.
You had it coming. Now, there is video of it, not him with the flamethrower, unfortunately. All you can hear is the audio because one of the neighbors witnessing this incident after he had got to them starts yelling at him, "Get the fuck on the ground." So, I mean, but it's quite quiet because they're at a distance. So, if we can even hear any of it. No, none of it.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
Yeah, he's just... Yeah,
I hear motherfucker.
Yeah, it's just get down on the fucking ground, you fucking cocksuckers. I mean, here's the text. The boys say all 3 men were shining flashlights because his neighbors joined him. And put the flashlights in their eyes, making it difficult for the boys to see. They shouted at the boys, "Shut the fuck up. Shut the fucking engine off now. Put the keys where he fucking told you, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of the car. Get on the fucking ground."
It sounds like there's more to this story.
Yeah, it turns in, and because it is 2022. There's a racial component.
It's when he chased them. That's when he fucked up.
Yeah, him being said that chasing them was the bad news, but he wanted to you know, so they couldn't get away and say, "Oh, it wasn't us." It was his thinking. But yeah,
I'm a big fan of the penalties offset first down. Like, you shouldn't have been TPing. He shouldn't have chased you. You guys all fucked up.
He told the police the boys 100% deserved how they were treated, and that his neighbors were justified in their actions. In terms of chasing the fuckers down.
It sounds like this is an ongoing issue. If the neighbors were like, "Get him."
Yeah, like I said, it turns into this whole racial component because, you know, the guy who was driving, who was the leader of the group, is white, but there were some other non-whites in the car, so therefore Langkamp, the director, was doing it because he's a racist.
Of course.
How do you stop the Jeep while the dude has a flamethrower right next to the students? Exactly. That's why he brought the flamethrower.
Yeah. I feel like there's more to this if the neighbors are okay with it, because usually there's somebody who would be the voice of reason in this, but if all the neighbors are like, "Fuck those kids," they must be doing it often or fucking with other people's house in the area.
You have to imagine. Moving on to some gun shit. Uvalde School Superintendent announces retirement after new details following the Robb Elementary massacre.
Oh, what now?
Do you think this guy might have retired, and he's calling himself a scapegoat and whatnot. It's like, well,
Oh,
yeah.
is he?
Well,
Is he?
But we guessed that, didn't we? That heads are going to roll, like the commanding officer on scene, the individual officers that were just fucking around and waiting around, dereliction of duty, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm not talking firing or like unceremonious firings, but you can't be a cop anymore. You're clearly not made for this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're going to pick one guy, the school superintendent, and he's got to go. And I'm not saying he doesn't have to. I'm just, you knew it was going to come down to one guy. He's going to be the Judas.
Damn, Polly, I think you're breaking the sex bot world record right now. You've had like 7 so far.
They do like you.
Yeah. Well, whether you're artificial or human, sexy is what I am and what I do. Yeah, So anyway, the point is at least one guy got, but that's about the end of it.
Not enough.
He's just going to be a Judas goat for all of it. It's like, well, we got rid of the problem.
Meanwhile, the superintendent or the police chief gets promoted.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Well, it like this guy, the flamethrower vigilante dude, he is on, let's all say it together now, non-disciplinary administrative leave pending the outcome of an internal district investigation.
I wouldn't have got that.
You were right, by the way. A little follow-up from the Friday story of the cop shooting the kid in the car.
Mm-hmm.
He was fired, but they charged the kid with 3 felonies.
Evading police, not following police orders, resisting arrest.
Yeah, they ended up dropping him, but they tried to charge him with 3 felonies.
Sounds
but
about
they didn't
right.
charge the cop.
Yeah, nice. Jesus fuck. And the same thing happens with this guy. Is that district officials recently suspended? Yeah, and it's a number of them suspended with pay on administrative leave, pending the outcome of an internal investigation. Just say we ain't doing shit. Fuck y'all. You're idiots. Just say that.
I would have more respect for them if they said, yeah, we fucked up really bad. Okay, that it?
Yeah, you said there was an update. How was the kid who was shot up doing?
So far, it looks like he's going to make it, but he's, last I heard, he was in critical condition still.
Fuck. The cop's been charged and turned himself in as of last night, according to John Troxon. Trioxin.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, that's fresh for me. Good.
Apparently, Undoomed and Monkey had a little debate on the guy who was shot in the car.
The very one we're talking about.
No. The other guy.
The guy who was scared and disheveled and wouldn't come out of the car.
And what was Monkey's hot take on?
Yeah, I was about to say, good God, yeah.
we all know Monkey thinks the kid deserved it because he was high on ADHD medication.
Okay.
Right. That's how that works.
Undoom's take was like, no, the cop should not. He called for a tow. There's no reason for them to shoot him, and I guess Monkey was very disheveled by the whole thing. I wish I could have seen that one live. I love Monkey. He's a good dude, but he is just incredibly wrong on it.
That's pretty much my exact position. Monkey helped me out a lot of times. I got a lot of respect for him. He's a good guy. He's easygoing. But then when he gets his mind set on a certain issue, man, he's like a dog with a bone. Can't let it, there's no letting it go.
It's okay to be wrong sometimes.
Yeah. I think you're redefining the word sometimes there, but that's okay. That's okay. Moving along. Yeah. No, it's fine. Monkey and I have disagreed on it became our thing after a while,
Yeah.
Just
What can we get them to argue about now?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I want to go with this one. Glock AR-15 rumors run rampant. That would be a nightmare.
What? This image is not helpful.
Why?
What am I shooting a bullet through the sight?
Oh, I get you. Well, they're just trying to show a Glock and an AR-15, right?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Who needs graphic designers?
Yeah. Or editors. Or editors who hire opinion columnists like this. Because Glocks are the Kleenex of firearms, Sin.
What, used by everybody and enjoyed?
Like a handkerchief?
A disposable handkerchief, yes. Meaning they're actually facial tissues, not Kleenex, right? But Kleenex has become so common. In this, I gotta read it. Drunkle, bear with us, please. This is just... Bruce Willis rhapsodized about them in Die Hard 2. It was a totally made-up gun in Die Hard 2. Tupac rapped about them and was killed by one. Between cops and hip-hop stars and actual gangsters and everyday nuts, the reliably deadly Glock has become a generic term for all semi-automatic pistols. Has it? Maybe in your world. The fuck are you even talking about? Meaning the term Glock, or like the brand name, has become so common, it's like Kleenex. People say, hand me a Kleenex when they just, doesn't matter what brand it is, you know what they're referencing. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see, like a jacuzzi.
Yeah.
It's,
yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the power of advertising, though. We as a society have been brain Windexed by it.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, that was a line from Community, but it seemed apt right now.
Glock is baked into the American consciousness thanks to Hollywood and lyrics to take advantage of the name's rhymeability. There is a rapper by the name of Kiko. This is starting to sound very racist.
You're going after rappers.
Given Glock's remarkable success in the marketing of handguns, well, yeah, they gave most of them away for like below cost to law enforcement departments to demonstrate that they were actually, safe. There has long been talk in the firearms world that the company would be going and branching out in guns, specifically into the booming market for AR-15 semi-automatic rifles. This is the only time they use this phrase. After this, it's assault weapon, assault weapon, assault weapon. Satan stick.
Satan stick.
Can we rebrand them, please?
Crack that joke before. You don't remember that. It's like, just go as far as you can. Just call it a Satan stick. Earlier this month, the multi-million-dollar platform, Mr. Guns and Gear, I watched that video where he showed, like, okay, look, Glock applied for a number of patents, and there's some prototype photos that are out there, and he's saying, see how this patent that Glock applied for seems to be in this prototype, so we can take a very strong guess that a British military procurement contract is attempting to be fulfilled by Glock because it meets all the specifications of the details of that military procurement contract, and it seems to have a number of parts in it that Glock applied for patents for years ago. So therefore, yeah, he's just trying to make the case. It's very likely that a Glock brand AR is on its way. This guy is freaking the fuck out. Now, why?
I hope it's square.
Yeah, right, because there aren't enough snag points on an AR-15 already. You want more?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. I like how you just owned it. Good.
Glock has such a unique look to it. I'd like to know if they made a AR-15 in the Glock style, how it would look.
Glock has always been very, very egotistical, kind of hoity-toity about everything they do, gun critics said.
They're the best.
Yeah, they're the smart Europeans. They don't have to build American-style guns. They do it their way. They kind of give the finger to everybody. This is the anti-Second Amendment guy who's talking here. But however...
Are you making me try to not like them more?
Yeah. But however classy, meaning in terms of the response that Glock gave to the Daily Beast here, saying we always have weaponry in development. Some of it comes to the consumer market, but in this case, we're trying to fulfill a military contract. And he said their corporate classy response belies the danger represented by what they're suggesting. What danger? Well, let's go on and find out. However classy, the production of military weapons is relatively low in profits and high in maddening requirements. Gun Grabber guesses that Glock will follow the same successful marketing strategy it took in the 1980s, the one I previously referenced. Quote, they love to use police/military biz to drive their consumer sales. That's been their gig for about 35 years. Yeah, they sell guns to police departments at below cost, and then everybody says, oh, look, cops use them, they must be good. Yay! The FBI uses them, they must be good. Yay! And they buy one.
Yeah, here's a quick tip for everybody out there. If you see a cop or some sort of 3-letter agency using a particular brand, don't buy that one.
Oh, lowest bidder kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Glock deliberately did that, where they're modular, I just did air quote, services that we will replace every gun that we give to a police department up to 3 times. Like me, you can send it to us and we'll send you either an entirely new gun or replace the defective parts in it to the point where it's barely the same gun anymore, except for like the grip, the lower frame of it, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway.
I also think that's part of the reason Glock made one specifically for police departments. Like the Glock 18, I think it's called, is the one for police departments. You can't buy that at a store.
That's their automatic one, the 18.
Yeah. It has a switch on it, but you can't buy that at a store. Only police carry that one.
Yeah, dude. And Saddam Hussein.
And it's somehow.
When he was busted in the spider hole, I found that hilarious. The gun he had was a Glock 18 with the Glock switch on the side, the fun switch. Of all guns, that's what you had? Okay, all right. Sex bots are back. Fuck, they love me.
We all do, Paul.
So here's the problem. If Glock decided to parlay into the military contract and then into the consumer market, he feels sure that the AR-15 would have a success, even though there are, by his count, more than 500 companies making such assault weapons. I think Glock would instantly have a sizable portion of the market. Glock would be an instant player with a sizable market share. Gun Grabber says, maybe it would increase the popularity of the guns in that sort of urban environment where we see a lot of Glocks used these days. You mean criminals using criminal guns that they are possessing illegally? Is that what you're talking about with this line that you just said here? That if anyone other than
the inside part out loud.
Yeah, this is racist as fuck. But
that is actually racist.
Yeah. If a legitimate business produces a product that is regulated and can only be purchased by certain people, it's going to illegally fall into the hands of criminals who are going to criminally buy it, criminally possess it, and then use it homicidally or manslaughterly. Yeah, to settle personal beefs or matters of weak-ass pride. Because, come on, let's be honest, that's what gangland shootings are all about. You know what I mean? Like it's all criminal activity, and you're trying to blame the manufacturer, but yes, he is. Glocks have been used to horrific effect in numerous mass shootings, including the 2011 Congress on Your Corner event in Tucson, where gunmen killed 6 and disabled Representative Gabby Giffords. He could have used any other gun. It's just Glocks are common as hell. It's the same reason people use AR-15s a lot in mass shootings. They're common as hell. Notice how they're not repeating the same old lines. They switch their lines as necessary, Sin and Drunkle. Weapons of war don't belong in our communities. Handgun. Weapons of war. A Glock isn't a weapon of war. These firearms don't belong. Like, what happened to
mass shooting?
Yeah. Do you understand what I mean? It's like, let's reference the mass shootings where it did happen. Like, oh, the guy in Virginia Tech. Yeah, right. If AR-15s or so-called weapons of war, assault weapons, blah, 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 are so common, then why is the highest body count? And I don't say that as a joke. That's awful that psycho at Virginia Tech killed as many people as he did, and he did it with a handgun. And it's like, oh, well, he did it with a Glock, and now we can be mad because Glock wants to make AR-15, so it's horrible. Even so, Gun Grabber hears that Glock is poised to cash in on the gun boom and produce more of the last thing we need. Fuck. Should Glock go into the AR-15 business, it would be only one mass school shooting away from finding itself widely condemned, just as Daniel Defense was after one of its products was used to kill 19 students and 2 teachers in Uvalde, Texas. But Ford is never held responsible when a jihadi decides to mow a bunch of fucking people down, and certainly Islam is never blamed. Certainly not.
No, what do you think this is? Equality?
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's a little fucking crazy. But these people carrying on, and America, by the nature of its polity, is inward looking, and that's neither good nor bad. It simply is the way that it is, and it's the way we've always been. But let's not lose sight of the global situation. Children's coffins set on fire in a cremation ceremony for Thai massacre victims. In Thailand, there was a school shooting. A guy went in with a gun in Thailand and shot a bunch of children at a daycare.
I thought that couldn't happen anywhere but right here.
Devastated families gathered Tuesday for, it was a joint, not joint, but like group funeral ceremony where they do cremation as part of their funeral ceremony, right? The cremation of their loved ones killed in a Thai childcare massacre that claimed 36 lives, including 24 children. A former police officer armed with a gun and a knife went on a rampage through a childcare center last Thursday before going on to kill his wife and his child and then taking his own life. Look at all the coffins at this funeral.
Could you not have started with yourself, mate?
Yeah, always the thing, right? It's
do us all a favor.
But this is like look at all the coffins in this funeral ceremony, and you never heard about this, and I only came across it by accident because I was perusing an Aussie news website that decided to cover it, because American news ain't going to talk about this because mass shootings is an exclusive American phenomenon, right? It's the fault of the Second Amendment. That's why the government of Mexico is suing a bunch of gun stores in Arizona, amongst other places, and manufacturers, because you're responsible for the trafficking of firearms into our country. Really? Can we fucking sue you for your complete dereliction of duty as a fucking governing body about your porous ass fucking border, both the northern and the southern one, for the people coming in through your southern border, you allowing them to caravan through your fucking country unencumbered all the way up to the fucking north, just so you can let them pour through the American border when you goddamn well know what you're doing, and you have the fucking nerve to call yourself a sovereign fucking nation, allowing this shit to happen. Foreigners trucking through your fucking country, and lest, before I get too far, forget to mention the complete abrogation of your responsibility to handle the drug cartel situation in your country. How many drugs flow across the southwest border into the United States? You don't think that they would be responsible for some of the death and damage caused by meth and fentanyl and every other fucking thing?
Took the words right out of my fucking mouth.
The gall to sue certain stores and manufacturers in the United States for the gun problem, not trying to secure your border. You're worried about guns flowing into your country, but you don't want to secure your border because that would stop your own citizenry and people that you're allowing to truck through your country to make it through.
I'm sorry. Isn't Mexico the home of the fucking cartel?
Yeah.
And they want to lecture us about gun violence? You have the military on the streets fighting your gang members, and you want to lecture us about violence? Fuck all of the way off.
I did not even know it was a thing. The civil suits against those stores. Valine sent me an article last night, and I was just like, double hands over your mouth. Like, I can't even get my head around this.
That is only happening because it is being encouraged by somebody. Not somebody, somebody in the United States is encouraging this to happen. Yeah,
you know what? Lunatic has a point. The Mexican government has no standing in terms of legal standing. It's like, oh, well, we're suffering the... I haven't read the filing, but I have no doubt, because you've got to have standing for a cause of action, right? And I get that. So you have to imagine that their standing is something like, we're bearing the brunt of these firearms that are being manufactured and then trafficked across the border. Can you demonstrate through the course of your civil litigation that they knowingly did that? As opposed to your that there was negligence shown? I hope you can, because it's real easy to demonstrate the negligence of the Mexican government and the Guatemalan government in terms of securing their fucking borders and the amount of damage that's been caused to U.S. citizenry in terms of, oh my God, the taxes that are having to be paid, the burden upon particular states and the federal government in particular. That just with the influx of people that are illegally here. And I don't even want to get into the drug cartel thing. I mean, that's just a whole other fucking rant.
Mexico's biggest export is drugs, illegal drugs. That is all their whole country's illegal drugs and shitty cheap workers. That's it. Who are they to fucking go to another country, a superior country, and go, well, we're going to sue private businesses as a governing body because whatever federal judge wants us to?
Old man Enfield. Half their military is fighting the cartels. The other half is among the cartels. Jesus. You know there's more billionaires in Mexico than there are in the United States?
Yeah, I believe that.
That's amazing to me. And we're not talking like drug cartel El Chapo guys. We're talking like business billionaires. Like they are not, this notion of them as a failed state. No, they're just a gangster corruption state.
They are this hemisphere's Ukraine.
Nice. They are the trafficking black market nerve center of criminality. Nice. I like the comparison. Not that we shouldn't support the war in Ukraine, because are there any donation
imperative.
links up here? Damn it, there aren't.
No, I've been keeping an eye out. You know I have.
Yeah. Damn it. Okay, moving along. $7.8 million of pot seized from illegal outdoor grow site.
Hey, fuck you, man.
Hey, fuck you, man!
Scarface?
That is Scarface. Yes. Gamer Vleen, thank you for the 850 and the Goose Pwnage. But it's not their fault if a Guatemalan got in here and stabbed a bunch of people in Vegas to let out the anger. Did you read about that?
Of course not.
I love how someone can claim to not have heard about the news because it's simply not widely covered and it's not their fault. Did you hear about the mass shooting in Thailand? Huh? Like it just fuck.
Dude, my my mom watches local news stations almost exclusively, and she had no idea about the Nord Stream pipeline.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, I always question, as some people in chat have done here, the $7.8 million. It's like, they weigh the whole goddamn plant, including the pot and the soil, to make their bust bigger. But let's just, I mean, look. Honest face, trustworthy face, confidence face.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. And what are the names of these fine upstanding men? Jesus Garcia Lopez, Antonio Madrigal, and Marcelo Madrigal were charged with trafficking marijuana and more than 5,000 pounds. They were currently in the act of transporting that marijuana and were booked into the Lincoln County Detention Center.
You can see that Marcelino is the brains of the operation there.
Guy on the far left.
Antonio, he's a little bit, the far left, wild card, bitch. He's the muscle.
Right, yeah, he's the live wire.
Antonio, he's young but loyal to a fault.
Yeah. No, I agree. Marcelo over on the far right, he's the thinking man. This is the guy who's just following the leader. And he's the wild card live wire who does the muscle work and wet work when necessary. Gotcha.
Los Tres Musketeros.
In February, Hunter contacted the NSP's investigation division and said he believed he walked into an illegal outdoor grow site while scouting in the mountains. Surveillance and reconnaissance, they found the area. Holy fuck, is it huge? It's huge. And it's a former site.
Huge!
Yeah.
It's huge!
Yeah, and it's a former site where grow had happened before, and they simply, reinvigorated it, just started using it again. Because it had all the necessary equipment in the shack for your For what, your fertilizers and whatnot, or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, you need a shack. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's I mean, even if it's not the 87,000 pounds that they seized, I mean, that's a fuck ton of, that's a huge area. And they say authorities advise those coming across suspected illegal grow sites to leave the area immediately and contact the NSP Investigation Division. Can you tell us about these gentlemen that were arrested? Are they, you know?
Y'all?
Well, are they, can they vote legally?
Okay.
I just want to know which direction they'd be voting. That's all I'm asking. I meant nothing else.
It's a little more straightforward than I was expecting, Polly. That's all.
Notice they don't want to say it, though. It's just a short little article. You know their names. You know everything. It's like, were they even here legally? It's a question. Because, I mean, you say, don't you feel bad for people that are profiled of Hispanic descent, of Guatemalan extraction, what have you? It's yeah, but my sympathies go to the people that deserve it. My empathy goes towards the people that deserve it. When you get pulled over by a cop and he asks to see your green card because of your physical appearance, yeah, that must suck when your parents and your grandparents were born here. Green card? I'm a citizen. And so are my parents and grandparents. But here's the son of a bitch of the situation. Asking somebody, and this is from the Brookings Institute, 60% of Hispanics that are in the United States are here illegally. Only 40% are here legally. That is the Brookings Institute estimate. So this is a liberal think tank, mind you. I'm not pulling this from, the New Statesman or Fox News or whoever the fuck you want to think of as a fascist. This is the Brookings Institute saying that. So when a cop asks you, he's got a better than 50-50 chance of being right that you either don't have a green card or are in the process of getting one or you have a fake one. You understand what I mean? He's got a 60% chance of being right about that. And so where does my empathy go? To the people that are actually citizens full on and always have been or recently have become citizens or whatever the hell, and they're getting profiled because the mass of people that are doing it illegally and the Democrats who enable them.
It's a bad situation all the way around. And the people who did take the time out to try to do everything properly and who are trying to do the right thing are bearing the brunt of the people who are doing the lying and the every other thing they can to get in because they just simply won't do anything about it. So I have empathy for them, but only so much.
Yeah. Well, they're voting in the right direction. Did you know that Christopher Columbus has a higher approval rating amongst Hispanics in the United States than Joe Biden?
I believe it.
I got sent that last night by Valine again. I can't tell you how funny I found that. Man, if that plays out like that in November, oh, Sinatra, it's a square to the nuts punch that's coming.
Well, I covered it a couple of weeks ago. They're already fortifying this one. They passed a law to fortify it.
You mean make sure all the people in the cemeteries are accounted for? What do you mean fortifying particularly?
But it was just fortification of the election.
Oh, the right people in the right places for the right pipes to burst at the right time of ballot counting, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
Put the shit over the windows, make sure, yeah.
Fuck. Drunkle.
Mm-hmm.
CNN opinion brings up the critical question: what fancy a pint really means.
It's interesting question, actually, Polly, because it was only recently I learned that in America, when someone says, "Do you want a beer?" they actually mean a beer. Whereas here, when you say, "Do you want a beer?" it means let's go get shit faced.
I did the math last night.
Yeah.
And by that, I mean I typed it into DuckDuckGo.
Of course.
Yeah. How many ounces are in a pint? I wanted to be able to, because pints and half pints, right? And it's like, okay, but what is that in terms of For Christ's sake, that's 20 ounces. That's a big beer.
It's a pint.
It's only a little bit bigger than a can of beer.
Well, it depends.
It's 540 milliliters, man.
Yeah, our beer cans are 16 ounces, so it's 2 shots more.
But then you also have the ones that are like the size of a can of Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Well, no, they're all that size.
Yeah, I mean that's not a pint, mate. It's not even close to a pint.
It's the size of a an energy drink tall can or a beer tall boy. You know what I mean?
Boy. That's what I've heard them called. Yeah.
Yeah, like these are not the small glasses of beer that you get ripped off on in the suburbs. Like it's like
they tend to be the tall boys as well. They tend to be a little bit less than a pint. There was, I think it was Carling, do pint cans, and they are significantly bigger. They are significantly bigger than the regular tinny scuba can of beer that you can get over here, which is significantly bigger than your fucking American piss water.
Don't be like that.
Well, come on, we're talking beer, finally.
Yeah, finally. So what is your opinion on fancy a pint and what it really means in terms of what this guy's going to say, who's a blogger, is British on pub culture and food and drink? What do you think he's going to say?
Fancy a pint means...
Taxation is theft.
Oh! God damn it, motherfucker!
No, that's how you do
it. Taxation is theft.
Fine.
Quite a lot, actually. Quite a lot. And he killed that kid who was just trying to sleep.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you guys. I double checked in case I did it wrong last night. 1 imperial pint is worth 19.21526 US fluid ounces. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so DuckDuckGo is wrong, I guess.
I mean, look, I don't. None of that means anything to me. It's a pint. Yeah. A pint is a nondescript beer as well, because you could go out and just drink shots as well. But fancy a pint means, would you like to go and binge drink?
I didn't know that was going to be your answer, but I like it. Like, let's go Taiwan. Let's go Taiwan on. You know,
that's the yeah. But it's not Taiwan on. Let's go fucking make some mistakes.
Well, that's what Taiwan on means. It means like you're gonna be blacked out by the end of the night.
Okay. Let's get fucked up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's go regret our decisions in the morning.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. Comedyverse.
It's a cultural difference.
Comedyverse. Thank you. Comedy Diverse. Thank you for the $6. First time catching a live AAA meeting instead of replays during an overnight work night. Happy to donate to my favorite noir Otter. Well, thank you.
Look at you.
And the particular one that you hit on was thematically correct. Drunkle, here's what he says it means. Fancy a pint means, quote, let's escape to a place where there's normalty and comfort in an increasingly unsettling world.
Oh my God, how did he manage to make fucking binge drinking sound gay?
Carefully.
That is not what it means. And I'm telling you right now, live here on the AAA, that fancy a pint does not mean let's escape to a place where there's normality and comfort in an increasingly unsettling world. It means let's go get a headache for as cheap as possible.
Nice.
You fucking journalist.
There it is.
Cunt.
In case you need to go, tell your friends what the British actually mean when they say...
No. Don't tell them that. Tell them what I said. That's what we mean.
What a poly word. Lupus Ellis.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, he goes into this whole thing about... Anyone fancy a pint wasn't just an invitation to drink alcohol, even now when Brits drink more at home than when out of it. Specifying a pint rather than a beer is a clear invitation specifically to the pub, where a beer is still sold in pints and half pints rather than metric measurements. Because you're inviting them to a place of normalcy, and comfort in an increasingly unsettling world. You know why? I'll say it.
Your emotional support beer.
Guess who's not gonna Guess who's not gonna be in the pub?
The wife.
The wife.
Kids.
And a certain demographic who doesn't drink. Same.
Oh, the British y'all.
No.
You say like in an increasingly
Exploding
unsettling world.
demographic.
Yes. Yes.
Never mind the world
Sinatra
being
picked it
unsettling.
up. It's just-
Our fucking pubs are unsettling. You don't go there to relax. You go there to be more on edge than ever.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what to do here in order because Sinatra's got to get going, and we want to do the quick game that I threw together. So let's look around here. Oh, these things always bug me. Couple accidentally sent $7 million they thought they had won in a contest, court told. I've said it before and I said it again. We've gone over stories like this, okay? You have a whole bunch of money.
Sent?
Yeah, but to whomst?
What?
Who did they send it to?
No, they got sent it.
Oh, right. Sinatra, I was with you there, mate.
Well, who needs editors? Am I right?
Mm.
It's like, let's read this out loud and see which verb sounds like it's being acted upon which noun. I hear you. It's not the most clearly worded thing, but yeah, I read through the story, and what happened is they got Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, totaling $7 million worth of value. Okay, it's like the people that I covered previously or talked about. We don't cover shit. We're not journalists. Like, come on, let's keep our heads out of the clouds. Their bank account suddenly had all of this money in it. Transfer it. The Cayman Islands, Switzerland. There's lots of options. Transfer it the fuck out of there. And they say, oh, well, we're going to need that money back. What money? Well, the records show that you transferred out of there and you logged in with your own password from your own IP address. Oh, I must have been hacked like Joy Reid. I don't know what you're talking about. Because if you have millions and millions of dollars, you just go to Bali or wherever, like in Brazil. Name your place where the American dollar goes very, very. Yeah. You don't. I mean, the bank, they're major investment banks. They can suck it up. They've got insurance for this kind of thing. They never lose money because even when they do, they're insured against the loss. Fuck them. They make a giant mistake like that, I am gone. Like, you know, in Looney Tunes cartoons, when the character like Daffy Duck will run away real fast and there'll just be a cloud of smoke in the outline of what was once him. That would be me. There'd be an otter-shaped smoke, just poof, gone.
Dude, I have a wonderful Otter donation for Friday. You will love it. It's Star Wars and Otter.
Wow. Nice. I have seen an otter dressed up as a stormtrooper, and it was adorable.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Cool.
So these people got cryptocurrency links and the not the password. That's not what it's called. Crypto. It's the the decryption key to for your
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, transfer it to a wallet and buy. And they're like, we're going to need that back. Not without the key that I and I alone have. I'd be on a plane so fast.
In Minecraft.
You have no idea. I would be,
Yeah, I'm opening a Swiss bank account instantly. And you are never hearing from me again.
In Minecraft.
No, I feel pretty safe saying that. Because you're never going to find me, so it doesn't matter. Oh, Sinatra's doing a live stream from Sweden? Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what would happen. You would hear all these like beach sounds, like people splashing waves, someone yelling like, hey, pass the bottle opener, like shit like that. Or, and it's like, where's
Hello, welcome to the AAA meeting. I asked for no ice, Miguel.
Yes.
Random Viking sounds in the background.
Very much so. And it's like, where is he? The Pacific Rim. On a Tor browser through 3 different layered VPNs. That's where I am.
In a virtual box. Yeah.
Exactly. I don't even have an operating system on this computer. I'm using a cloud-based one because I've got the money to afford that now. I can't believe people like just call the bank. Was this a mistake? The answer is yes. Why did you call? I don't get it.
Just once, I want to hear a bank employee go, yeah, obviously. What the fuck are you doing? Transfer it out. Give me 10%. We'll pretend this never happened. I'll delete this call history.
Oh, what a legend that would be.
You give me your phone number. I will be calling you back from a burner phone shortly, unless you want me to report you. We're splitting it. That's what the, Machiavellian guy answering the phone at the bank would do. That's what I would do.
You always notice as well, it's always this photo. It's always of the an actual physical Bitcoin, which really defeats the point of Bitcoin itself.
Yeah.
Like, who made that fucking coin, and how much money have they made off of it?
Getty Polywords. Two crazy drivers with a gun, Florida men allegedly shot each other's daughters during a road rage incident.
So you can see
incident.
The one on the right is like the dumb guy, definitely not the brains of the operation. And judging by the headline, the one on the left is also the dumb guy and not the brains of the fucking operation.
Well,
that is insane.
Was
that eye for an eye?
Well, and I don't like people like this. The guy on the right, that look like one of those face shrunk memes, but it's not. That's real.
I think he's a victim of whenever he does something stupid, his face actually shrinks.
Clearly, he's been at it for some time.
So he's like, one of them shoots the other guy's daughter, and he's like, "Oh, you prick! I'm going to shoot your daughter now. See how you like it."
Okay, so they're driving, and an eyewitness describes the interaction between the two vehicles as a cat and mouse game when he called 911 because both cars were driving so erratically. The witness knew something was going to go wrong. He said the investigators were able to determine that both Hale and Allison were speeding, driving erratically, and brake checking each other, getting in front of each other and applying the brakes. Yeah, I know what brake checking is, thanks. At some point during the encounter, the driver of the Dodge Ram, Hale, got up alongside the Nissan and began shooting at the driver of the Nissan, Allison, to pull over. Pull over! Bang, bang! I said pull over! Bang, bang! Like, okay. That's one way to do it, I guess. Fuck.
I will not. I will drive faster now. Thank you very much.
Yeah, or slam on the fucking brakes one way or another. Get out of the guy's sights, The right front passenger of the Nissan put her hand out the window and flipped off the other vehicle with her middle finger. Thank you. I know what flipping off is.
Thank you.
God.
Wonderful.
The Nissan driver, Allison, rolled his window down to shout back at the other driver, and a plastic water bottle was thrown.
Oh, no.
The driver of the Nissan grabbed his Sig Sauer 45 caliber automatic handgun and fired one shot at the driver's truck before driving away at a high rate of speed. The bullet went through the right rear passenger door of the Dodge Dam and struck, tragically, Hale's 5-year-old daughter in the leg. Investigators said that he fired the shot because he just wanted to get out of the whole situation. Well, he was being fired at. Hale realized...
I think you're allowed to sling one back in that situation, are you not?
Yeah. I would like fuck off, quit shooting at me. Like you're shooting at me with your little Glock, and so I pulled out my 45 Sig and fired back. So, seeing the Nissan speed away, Hale realized his daughter had been shot and sped after the vehicle. After catching up, he used his Glock 9mm, because all guns are Glocks, we learned that earlier today, and began firing with his left hand out the driver's side window. Hale allegedly told the investigators he shot everything that was in the magazine. So you mag dumped. Well done. At least 3 bullets struck the Nissan, one hitting Allison's 14-year-old daughter in the back, causing a collapsed lung.
Oh.
Why the fuck would you start getting into a gunfight with your child there? I wouldn't even get into the cat and mouse speeding erratically. Sinatra, you got kids. Come on, weigh in. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's... If you're on your own, you can act a fool, but if you got your kids in the car, you gotta know when to fold it, know when to call it there, man.
Yeah, and Zombie Teddy's not wrong. Automatic. Yeah, there's a word missing there. Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Okay, really quick. Woman threatens to stab husband to get his other personality out.
Did it work?
No.
Kind of worried about her other personality right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole story when you read through it. It's she stabbed him, and that's what domestic abuse gone crazy. Arresting officer noted that Rochelle Klingo Walker, 35, reported that her husband had struck her on the right arm and the left side. Police got a different story from Walker's husband, though, who reportedly produced video of the incident. In the video, Rochelle is trying to bring out the victim's other personality by speaking in incantations.
Oh.
The police reported the video showed Walker holding onto her husband's arm and proceeds to grip his arm tighter, cutting into his hand with her nails. The victim then takes a defensive position and tells her multiple times to stop what she is doing. Notice how the woman said, "He attacked me." You're chanting spells, stabbing at him, trying to get rid of his other self. The cops show up. "I'm a victim."
Such a Libra.
Have you ever heard a woman take responsibility? Even like in a relationship sense, have you ever heard a woman go, "I was the problem here"?
Yeah.
No.
North Carolina police use severed finger to identify home invasion suspect.
Oh, brilliant. You left your fingerprints behind on the scene, sir.
Math checks out. Okay.
I love it so much. Like, there's so many. Okay. DNA, fingerprints from the horse's mouth, as it were. And when you find the guy, he won't have that finger. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you are.
Yeah.
You are.
That's a right,
friend. Yeah.
Sir, we got your fingerprint from the house. How? Well, you left your finger there. Oh, that's where it went.
We're talking to the DA, saying, "Look, no, we feel just pointing the finger at this guy."
Now I have a quick story here and a lead-up video. NATO to hold nuclear arms exercises despite Russian warnings.
Oh, boy.
NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg says the military alliance will push ahead with, quote, long-planned nuclear exercises next week. They're just exercises, guys. It's not saber rattling. It's not. Nothing to worry about.
I would have
I don't like the look of it.
And now in a completely unrelated video.
So there's been a nuclear attack. Don't ask me how or why, just know that the big one has hit, okay? So what do?
I just played the video, the PSA. So the big one is hit. Yeah,
right, okay.
Yeah. Why was New York putting out these PSAs? Yeah, I just
very good timing here, guys. I commend you.
I think it was a couple of weeks ago we covered it on Tucker. They're talking about something now called a radiation emergency.
Yes. Yeah. I still think that, like, you know, the word emergency is still too harsh. They need to lighten it up. I say go with the Trek language. There is an unscheduled particle shower.
I like crisis.
I don't know. That
incident works there.
Incident, yeah, but there's nothing when you say particle shower. Now these particles are subatomic, are gonna rip through you and tear apart your DNA, causing bone cancer, possibly instant death if you're close enough to them. But it's a shower. Who doesn't like a shower?
Yeah, who doesn't like a shower?
Radiation occurrence. An unplanned radiation occurrence.
Unforeseen fission surplus. Yeah.
Secondary sunrise.
I love it.
Terminator throwback.
Fallout 5. The kids like video games. This will go along with them. Yeah, it's... All right, that was our penultimate. Moving on to our final article here. Hold on. Shit, I didn't put it at the end. That was a ball drop. Okay, you ready? You ready? We've all been waiting a long time for this.
As ready as I'll ever be. Let's get it.
All right.
Have we?
Tree trimmer dies after falling into wood chipper.
Oh my God, we have been waiting for this. Oh,
it happened.
It's the end times.
What's the name of this stream?
It had to happen eventually.
You missed an opportunity to name it.
Oh my God, I'm so happy.
Hey, fuck you, man.
Carefully, thank you for the 850. The men tend to stick with the females that they can admit are wrong. Maybe we also use it as a deterrent because some of us know it's a damning quality. Hold on. The men tend to stick with the females they can admit are wrong. Okay, so the women can admit they're wrong, so men tend to stick with these women. Okay. Maybe we also use it as a deterrent because some of us know it's a damning quality.
All right.
So you're saying that you don't think you're wrong? You're just admitting you're wrong because you know it's... Is it, or you, Valine, never admit you're wrong because you're trying to deter men from hitting on you. That's a frightful prospect. They damn well know they're wrong, but they're not admitting it because they want you to go away. That sucks.
As frightful as falling into a wood chipper?
Yeah, not quite as frightening now.
As God looks down, like before he falls, he goes, Kobe!
Yeah, now,
yes, nothing but nets.
The story is remarkably short, but it really needs to be said. A tree trimmer died Tuesday when he fell into a wood chipper. Police say they were alerted at about 12:50 p.m. to a report of a tree trimmer falling into a wood chipper at the 900 block of Peggy Lane. When authorities arrived, the male victim was found dead. No. How long did it take you to count up the specs?
What are the police going to do? Arrest the wood chipper?
Yeah. The victim's identity wasn't released immediately. If you need to report a death or investigate one, call these people. Further information wasn't immediately available, but they do show the wood chipper. Let's take a look. Get on with it, Jessica Aguirre. There it is. There it is.
Put the cuffs on it, boy.
Yeah.
Kinda disappointed I don't see like red spray paint everywhere, but
yeah.
Oh God.
Like holy shit. I they got the little safety stickers on trucks and industrial equipment. Do a walk around of your equipment first, that kind of thing. To check for problems and check your connections and make sure you've got your safety specs on and your hard hat and your non-conductive
tree.
Yeah, your non-conductive gloves. Why isn't there a sticker on the side of wood chippers? Do not place under immediately where you are working, lest gravity take over.
Do not fall into.
Yeah.
Do not place under people.
Mm-hmm.
I think all three of those work, in all honesty.
And that thing is a big old diesel-powered bad boy. It probably went through that guy, what, 5-6 seconds? Yeah.
I mean, hopefully he fell head first,
Because it all sprays out the back, right? So I figure that's why they're like the helicopter camera here, or drone cameras, like cropping in, because there would be like this, spray pattern outwards.
It ain't showing us the mulch.
Yeah. Right. Well, I mean, California is fine with composting human bodies, so they should be all over this.
Yeah.
They passed that law that composting bodies is legal. Human composting, they call it.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Well, you should.
I know. We did that on the AAA.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Who wants a game? Let's do a game. And luckily,
yes, sir.
Luckily for Sinatra, it's a short one.
Yes, I win.
Oh, yes. Oh, God damn it.
Not that fucking short. Boom. Okay. Dirt with the fellers.
Yeah, that's us with the fellers.
Boom. Change windows.
Oh, excuse me. The drink just went down the wrong wood chipper. It barked up the wrong tree. It panicked at the wrong disco.
That is what we're going to try to do.
Gamer Vleen, thank you for the 350. Stubbornness is a people deterrent. The condescension is just a bad habit from having to ask, "Are you sure?" on a daily basis for the past 13 years. You look pretty. Would you like to have a conversation? Are you sure? Vleen doesn't understand the, subtle dance of enticement and whatnot. She thinks
certainly not.
She thinks compliments have an ulterior motive, and But thank you for the tree fitting. All right, you ready to go, gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it. Name that name. You know how the game goes.
Yeah.
You guys can see it, right, in Discord?
Yes.
Little pixely, but should serve.
Oh, wait, hold on. I can fix that. I can fix that.
You can fix that.
Application. It's on smoother video in case the video came up. So text readability. Fixed. Hello?
Blank screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a blank screen. What the fuck? Oh, wait a minute.
Bloody
There we go.
Russians.
There we go.
You're gonna have that, Jim.
All right, so there we go. You know how this game works. Call it your name for
Hell
the
yeah.
name of the movie you're about to see. As soon as you say your name, I'm going to do a 1, 2, 3 count if you don't say it immediately. And if so, your turn is up and the other person gets a shot.
I gotta go to 5.
No, three. And on top of that, chat is at a delay. So the first person in chat to have it come up, and I will keep my eyeballs on it, they're playing too. We'll see. This one is not as easy as your regular ones. And the theme that I have picked, because it is Halloween time, is
the theme that I is picked.
That's right.
Yeah,
Eyes done did
I was
it.
gonna let him off.
Suspense films that could easily be understood as horror movies edition. And that's right. I'll split my infinitives when I damn well please.
Oh, more power to you.
Thank you.
You split away, bud.
So remember, these are actually suspense films as categorized by their own creators, but could easily be understood as horror movies nonetheless.
Okay.
Edition.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down.
Here we go.
All right.
I don't know.
No. Is that Kevin Costner?
That is Kevin Costner.
No.
Really?
Yeah, not big into the suspense. I like it now.
You're not big into this suspense. I like it now. Well, the sex bot is guessing. There you go. Damon gets it. Mr. Brooks. It is Mr. Brooks.
The sex bot is guessing.
Yeah. And Hey Camel came in, and there's Damon again, and Darth Mando, the bodyguard.
What do you mean?
Yeah. You can see fucking Whitney Houston right behind him there. That's not John Hurt at all. I just.
Damon said me Brooks, so I think he was trying to type Mel Brooks.
Sinatra,
Yeah.
me Brooks.
Me Brooks.
Actually,
My Brooks.
Very underrated film. Kevin Costner plays a ex-serial killer, guy who used to kill people, and
thank you, journalist, for explaining what serial killer meant there.
nobody doesn't kill anymore. I said
ex-serial killer, someone who doesn't serial kill anymore. It's like that article when they flipped off
No.
the bird, put up their middle finger. At the
no.
driver. Yes,
I would have a serial killer who
That's
who kills one person, one after another in a serial fashion. That would have been the journalistic intent. Anyway, it's a great film. Hurt is his conscience. It's a figure that exists only in his mind that is constantly pushing him to go back to it. It's got an interesting twist ending, and Costner, it's a win.
Yeah.
You should watch it.
He put his knife to his throat just as Kevin Costner was taking a selfie, by the look of it.
What?
That's another strike.
What is you? No, you don't get to decide that.
Trimble liked it. Good.
'cause-
It's good.
okay.
It's a good film. Underrated is what I'm getting at. Wait,
Me
wrong
Brooks.
direction.
Good old me Brooks.
Yeah, me Brooks. Okay, so chat 1, Sinatra Drunkle 0. Moving on. There we go. Sinatra.
Oh fuck! I don't.
1, 2,
I was gonna say something, but it's
3.
not it.
Oh, out of chances. Drunkle or chat?
Matt Damon, Jude Law, and the Vagina Lady.
Yes, it is. Along with Matt Damon.
I mean, it looks like it's Grease 2.
Yeah, well, they were in Europe at the time.
Well, Grease 2, fucking European drift.
Z Hero, Mr. Ripley. That's good enough.
All right.
Yeah, that's not the full title. You have never
Is
seen.
that Mr. Ripley or me Ripley?
Yep. No, well, Mr. Although Matt Damon is kind of retarded. He might say, me, Ripley.
Yeah, he is though.
It's The Talented Mr. Ripley. Never seen it? No? Okay. There.
No.
Yeah, it's a suspense film that could easily be understood as a horror film. He is a man of imitation and mimicry. He's not particularly wealthy, but he is extremely talented and malevolently intelligent. And what happens if you want to become someone else so badly that you just do it?
Intelligent is someone who's very smart.
That's correct. Chat 2, Drunkle Sinatra 0. There we go.
This sucks.
Sinatra.
Drunkle.
Sinatra.
Fuck.
That would be American Psycho.
It is American Psycho. Bonus point for anyone who can name his character's friend at the table.
Justin Timberlake.
You know what? It's not, but I feel like giving you a quarter point just for the assuredness with which you said it.
Oh, in which case then, Barreled Barry Stein.
That did not sound as sure as Justin Timberlake did.
Did it? No.
You have to believe it.
Yeah, technically it's a suspense film. It is not a horror film. But could easily be understood as one. Well, Bret Easton Ellis said it's a suspense film, so, end of story. Black comedy suspense.
His call.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he wrote the goddamn book.
Literally.
Yeah. Moving along. I picked one where I thought Justin...
God damn it.
What?
Who was the friend?
Slicked back 80s hair guy.
You don't remember?
What a name.
Yeah.
Why would you offer a point if you don't even know?
No, that's a joke off of whatchamacallit.
Shenanigans. He didn't know the name.
Take a point off of Polly.
I'm not playing.
No, not with that.
No, what's his name? How would you know if we got it right if you don't know?
It's
Barreled.
God damn it. It slipped my fucking
Barreled
mind.
Glenjamin.
I thought I was going to be able to remember immediately because, his friends... McDermott. Greg McDermott.
Levi McDermott. Greg, that was it. Yeah.
Okay.
Greg McDermott. Yes, it was a joke off of Futurama. Thank you, Trimble and Hey Camel. That's what I'm trying to think.
Shenanigans.
Remember when he met...
Rescinded.
What was the guy that they kept calling him? 80s slick back hair guy? when...
Yeah, his only regret was that he had bonitis.
Oh, yeah, and he crumples up. Yeah, that's right.
Wasn't bonitis a running joke on this show, or was it the old one? I think it was this one.
It's brittle bones.
Yeah, brittle bone disease.
Yeah, where is he? Fucking 90% of our chat had a story about someone with brittle bones being an utter bitch.
Yeah.
And then pushing them over.
Anyway, what's the next one?
Unfortunately, there was never a sequel. Darren Root, I hope you mean that ironically, because there was, but there really wasn't. There was an American Psycho 2.
But it was set in Britain.
It starred that little thing from that 70s show that went and did that horrible movie by the trans directors.
Mila Kunis.
Yeah, Mila Kunis. Jupiter Rising, I think it was called.
I liked that film.
Yeah?
That's not shocking. You like She-Hulk.
It had Mila Kunis in it, so what's not to like,
Yeah, well, she is the titular American Psycho in American Psycho 2. She kills Patrick Bateman in the first 3 minutes, and then that's it. She just goes on. Yeah. So it was actually a complete script that was totally finished with a college girl who's a serial killer, and just bought the rights to the name American Psycho, called it American Psycho 2, and in the first 2 minutes, she kills Patrick Bateman. He's leaning over tying his shoes, and she stabs him in the back of the neck, and that's it. And that's the only connection it has. They repurposed the first half page of a script that already existed. Wonderful.
Well, that's how they got. That's how they got away with Cloverfield Lane. Like, that was supposed to be its own standalone movie, and at the very end, they just shoveled some Cloverfield onto it.
Yeah, definitely. There was another one as well. It was like a space horror, or indeed suspense. And they eventually make it back to Earth, and the Cloverfield monsters are attacking it. Like that. Once again, that was the only connection.
Cloverfield Paradox.
There you go. Thank you. Cloverfield Universe is fucking dog shit, isn't it?
Yes.
Hey, Camel's right. It also had Shatner in it. That was its one saving grace, but not enough to save it. I mean, Shatner's always awesome. But
However, 10 Cloverfield Lane, what's his name? Fucking Mr. Roseanne.
John Goodman.
Thank you. There you go. He made it.
Oh, he did. All right, sorry, next.
Moving along. So Sinatra 1, Drunkle 0, Chat 2.
Oh, motherfucker.
Drunkle.
Drunkle.
Godfather 2?
No.
Oh, Drunkle.
Drunkle.
Sinatra.
Devil's Advocate.
Oh man, Sin, that you got robbed there, man. That was bad. That was bad.
No, he's in a church. You think God. He's got Al Pacino. You think God.
And he's staring up at, God.
God.
It's just- and he's right before
He's literally stood in front of God right now.
What the fuck? That's classic refried cat girl. What the fuck, Streamlabs?
It was not for me.
I got the new one.
Did you?
Yeah,
okay,
we
good.
got the woo.
But I don't think Chat did because it appeared on my OBS as that. Isn't that what Chat sees?
That
Yes.
is what chat sees.
That's bullshit, man. Streamlabs. What in the fuck? You miserable bastards. Like, don't you get sick sometimes of the way they fuck you, Sinatra? Like, it's not like it's a free service. They're getting paid.
Don't care what I think then.
No, I don't have that issue too much.
Well, yeah, because he pays for premium. That's why I'm bugging him. Like, he pays extra money. We pay because they fucking take a little bit out of each one. For Christ's sake,
I've never had a problem like that.
I'm doing it again.
Yeah. You happy? You
I
happy now?
am
Are you
happy.
winning, son?
I worked hard on that.
That's spooky.
Cryptic, thank you for the $5. China has a population of 1 billion people. 1 billion. That means even if you're 1 in a million kind of guy, there's still 1,000 others exactly like you.
And they're all bitches. Just like you.
Wow. Thank you very much, Cryptic. Gamer Verleen, thank you for the $3. Is this one spooky? I would never question Christopher Walken. Yes, it is.
Yeah, he confirmed.
Yep. So that is Devil's Advocate, a highly underrated film. Like, it's not just a good little film.
Excellent
It's
movie.
Yeah, it really is. It's
Mate, Al Pacino's monologue, that who can deny that the entire 20th century fucking,
was mine.
doesn't belong to me.
Yeah, belong to me. That's
absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. When Pacino goes into his yell acting, it is just awesome. And Keanu Reeves, a great role. He doesn't, where somebody can't say, oh, it sounds like every line he says is going to end with dude. Not in that one.
Yeah.
Because he is a Southern Florida or a mid Floridian, right? He's supposed to be like that. Smart lawyer guy manages to pull it off. It's great.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. At no point did he go, whoa.
Yep. And it's got Charlize Theron at peak hotness before she turned into a weird old lady with 17 adopted kids and wondering why no man would date her.
Ain't that spooky?
Yeah. All right, moving along.
Drunkle.
Drunkle, I heard first.
No, fuck, way.
I did.
Bullshit.
1408.
It is
fucking shenanigans.
It is 1408.
And see, the thing I knew, I'm looking at it, I go, oh, yeah, that's him. And he was in that as well. Fuck, what's the number?
So that is, hold on, 2 chat.
69
That's 2 chat, 2 Drunkle, 1 Sinatra. Sinatra can pull it back. This is actually tight. This film, I just watched it recently, fucked me up. It really did.
It was okay. It was okay.
There's no way of guessing or understanding when a film is going to get to you. Push your buttons. This one did, man. It did. Like in a suspense, legitimately creeped out kind of way. It was
creepy. Yeah, certainly. I think it's one of those, because it's a Stephen King novel, isn't it? It's one of those where you watch a movie and you go, that was good, but you can almost guarantee the book would have kept you up awake at night, you know?
Yeah. And well, I don't think Sam Jackson did a good job because he is always fun to watch on screen. I don't think it was the best casting, but he's always fun to watch. But holy
He never said
fuck.
motherfucker.
Yeah. John Cusack, though, god damn, man.
Killed it.
He's got chops, acting chops. Like, you really believe this is a man.
I wish he wasn't such a dickhead, but yeah.
I how many people can we say that of? And you're absolutely right about John Cusack. His politics are fucked, but holy shit, can that man act?
He has me blocked on Twitter. That should be
Seriously.
worth the point.
That's pretty cool.
That's brutal.
Let's separate the art from the artist.
Yeah, you have to, because I'm a big John Cusack fan, and
he is a phenomenal actor.
Yeah. So, anywho, let's move on because it's tied up between Trat and Drunkle and Sinatra on the fast track on the outside. Here we go.
Sinatra?
Sinatra.
Is that Signs?
No, it is not Signs.
Drunkle.
Oh, fuck.
Drunkle.
The Conjuring.
It's not The Conjuring.
Oh, really? Because it's that bitch there on the left. Oh, that kid's doing something weird with
Patrick
his hands.
Wilson. Fuck.
His name is Patrick Wilson.
Sinatra. It's not
Sinatra.
Is it Insidious?
It is Insidious, Sinatra. You tied it up, brother. Well done. Well done.
Terrible fucking movie, man.
Really? I didn't hate it.
I've never
Terrible. Is that they find the VHS tapes in the attic?
Darren O'Dell right in there after Sinatra just got ahead of you.
No.
Yeah, no, Patrick Wilson, the only non-horror movie I've ever seen him in was Bone Tomahawk. So he might have some acting chops to him.
I just got a copy of that from perfectly legitimate sources online, and I haven't watched it yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
Let me know what you think.
Yeah, I will.
I suggest not watching it with the lady for the first time.
A Western? That's hard to pull off.
Entity?
No,
I would not watch that with the lady. It's
No, I mean, it's difficult to
Western
get a lady
set.
to watch a Western at all. You know? Nice. Shadowclaw, thank you for the $1. There are two versions of 1408. The theatrical version is the best, in my opinion. Yes, I did go back and because I was reading about the movie because it really grabbed me that I wanted to know more, and I found out about the different the extended ending and the different ending and watched the different ending. I agree, theatrical's better. I think they made the right call by cutting it where they did. Cryptic, thank you for the $5. As an Asian, I can never masturbate to Asian porn because they all look like my sister.
Wow. Well, I jerk it to your sister a lot then.
No, Daryl, I had it before Sanud, even with the delay.
How do you know what the delay is, Valine?
You don't know what the delay is, Valine.
The whole Valine, the comment you have before that is it's not even a novel, it's a short story. You were still talking about 1408 at that point. You never had it before Sanud. Don't mess with my head, Valine. Damn it, you do it enough already. Okay, so here we go. This is the big tiebreaker, the last one. Yeah. It is tied up 2-2-2. Holy shit, who's going to get it?
Last lash.
This is it.
Sinatra. Red Dragon.
No.
Drunkle. Hannibal.
It is Hannibal. That's Gary Oldman. No, interesting. Not a horror movie. Psychological suspense thriller, but could easily understood as a horror movie. And Hate Camel came in there with Hannibal right away.
Oh, fuck, it was Hannibal. Shit. Hubris and I were on the same page.
Right? I saw that too.
I love how Sinatra didn't believe you so much, he just looked it up. He's like, no, I want my point, motherfucker.
No, that was a good game. I liked it. It was tied up right at the end.
The
that was good. You thought it was... You thought it was what?
Oh, yeah. Was this the one with Ray Liotta?
Yes.
Okay.
See, I don't know. I try my best to pick scenes, especially if they're from well-known movies that aren't immediate giveaways. You gotta like, oh, wait, you know. So what's his name? Gary Oldman's character in this. They say his name a bunch, but I forget it. You know, him sitting there.
Justin Timberlake.
What's that?
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. Well, have you seen Justin Timberlake lately? There's a strong resemblance.
I haven't seen
to this
Hannibal.
guy. You really? And you still guessed it? Good on you, man. Holy shit.
It's because he said Red Dragon, and you were like, no. I'm like, oh, okay, so it's Hannibal then. All right.
I like that. You strategized your way into it. That's cool.
Oh, I take these games seriously, Polly.
Oh no, Red Dragon was the one with
Hey, fuck you, man!
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
I've got to watch that film over again because I just heard Edward Norton and I was like, I'm there. But, you know, and do I remember it correctly? Edward Norton's only in the first little bit and then that's the end of it? No? Okay. So yeah, I gotta
he's
give it
the
another
lead
go.
detective in the movie.
So he's the one. Okay. Is this movie where he's hunting down the guy who's obsessed with the painting, gets the painting tatted on his back?
Yeah, that's Richard. And Philip Seymour Hoffman is in the wheelchair.
I don't remember. I like Philip Seymour Hoffman, but I don't remember anybody. Like I said, I got to go back and give it another day in court.
Rolled down the street on fire. That's such a memorable scene.
Yeah. Hey, man, what can I tell you? I watch a lot of movies. Some of them slip through. It's like Hannibal Rising. I don't remember that movie very well, just bits and pieces, even though there's some pretty horrific scenes you think would stick out, but no.
It was just in baking bread.
It's a good thing you already won, or I would have docked you a point, man.
Oh, yeah, and Edward Norton is the guy who caught Hannibal Lecter.
Spoilers.
All right, I'm gonna. Well, that's fine. It's. I'm a big Edward Norton fan, like I'm a big John Cusack fan. Those guys are just a lot of fun to watch do their thing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's just Which is why, by the way, of all the Bourne movies, Bourne Legacy is the best one because Jeremy Renner is another one of those guys who's just fun to watch him do his thing. He brings his acting chops, and so fuck Matt Damon. You got Bourne Legacy that has both Edward Norton and Jeremy Renner. It's a huge fucking win, and Rachel Weisz, who's hot as hell.
You can tell when a performer is enjoying making the movie, and that actually brings a lot to the movie as well, which is why Christian Bale, big method actor, as we all know, huge method actor, he was shit in Thor, Love and Thunder, because, well, I mean, first off, it was a shit movie, but secondly, he was acting to nothing but green screen.
Yeah.
And he's not that kind of actor, you know?
Yeah. Gamer Valine, thank you for the 850. I said Daryl had it first because he was up there when he did the first guess of Signs. I didn't say I had it. Learn to read.
Did you know? No. We're right. They never admit when they're wrong, do they?
Never.
No, but I am
Blame it on
understanding all the difficulties that Valine tells me that she has at work relating to other people.
Yeah, it's kind of coming out.
Yeah. I mean, I like her just fine because I like the Spitfire type, but I'm getting why some other people.
And I also don't have to work with her.
Yeah, but
I have one bitchy woman I already have to work with.
So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. That is the fucking show. Thank you for coming. We went longer than I expected. Sinatra, thank you for saying 12 minutes over the time. You said you had to leave.
How
greatly
you
appreciated.
Owe me $12.
I think that's fair.
Now, just looking up at the clock, I see that. Much appreciated. And so, yeah, that is the show. Drunkle, are you going to be doing something over on Twitch?
Yes, I will. I'll be rolling over to twitch.tv/drunkleplays in about 17 minutes. And it's Web Swinging Wednesday, which means it's John Spiderman.
Hey.
Nice. I have already pre-herded the cats. So I will be doing a Noir Bar this Friday night, so you can look forward to that.
Nice.
Yay. I made sure to get out ahead of this motherfucker before finding out, the night of. And
I might crash it like I did last time from Houston.
From Houston, which brings up, is an excellent segue. The next thing I wanted to bring up, Drunkle, where can they find us next? Because it's
We're going to be back on Friday on the Sinatra Screams channel, live from Texas, USA, at 10:30 p.m. GMT, 5:30 p.m. ST, 4:30 Central, and 5:30 p.m. on Christmas Island. Polydub.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
So there we go. It's going to be a big Friday. I hope everyone's there. I'm going to be there. It's going to be fun. And so
I'm thinking about showing my face.
Feline said, I'll see you soon, Meatball. Okay, I'll put you on the fridge in Texas then.
They only have ice boxes there. Should be able to hop down.
Stack them up.
Yeah.
Right up on G's fridge.
Thank you very much to everybody who donated. It's greatly appreciated. If you haven't already, hit that like button on the way out. I know everybody says that, but just press it just lightly like Omega says. It's fine.
Do it.
And if you want to do something a little bit more, feel free to go on to Twitter and hit retweet on the tweet that I sent out for this because it gets it out to more people and all that. And do the only thing that matters in the algorithm anymore if you're listening in the future, or if you want to do so right now, leave a comment below. And I'm actually going to get back into responding to all the comments, even the people that tell me to go fuck myself, which happens more than you might think. On that note, have a good night, everybody.
Later.